And we are live for the stream sesh number 8. We have a lot of great new guests here. I hope everybody is excited for this sesh because I am personally excited. I have a lot of new faces here, some returning faces. We got a lot of cool people, so I want you guys to meet some of my friends. But first, I'm going to start off with introducing myself. If you guys are here from somebody else's channel, you don't know me. I'm Cewpins. I stream all day, every day, just about. I do some driving content. I live in Colorado. I could show you the mountains here. And I also do some nice smoke sessions at night. We do lots of dabbing and consuming of cannabis products and all kinds of stuff. But I'd like to make lots of content. I do YouTube videos, lots of Twitch. I'm just always doing stuff. So I invited my friends here to hang out, and I want you to get to know them. And let's meet Alchemist, who actually also lives in Colorado. And he was one of the first mods in my channel ever. He's like, yo, bro, I'm a Colorado stoner, and I use Twitch. And I was like, you sound like you could moderate my channel. So what's up, dude? How's it going?
Yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm Alchemist. Living in Colorado Springs as well. I do CBD extraction, stream a lot of Counter-Strike Go. Just like chilling, smoking, vibing with the homies.
Hey, that's what's up. And he used to live like 40 minutes away from me. Now he lives like 10 minutes away. I'm trying to set up that IRL collab soon. So I got no excuse now that it's close. So you're going to see some Alchemist710 on the Cewpins stream very soon. But that's Alchemist over there. Let's meet GroovyShally, who's a returning guest. She's been on the show before. How's it going, GroovyShally? Tell us about yourself. Well, you're muted on Discord, or you push to talk maybe.
No, is it working now?
There you go.
My audio never works. Hello, everyone. My name is GroovyShally. I'm a variety streamer. I also bud tend, so if you ever have weed questions, I sometimes know most answers. And I also smoke a lot too, and I play some Minecraft and video games on our channel too.
Nice. Good stuff, Shally. And she's a returning guest. She's been on the show before, so thank you for returning and joining us again. I'm glad we didn't scare you off the first time. But let's move on over to Oozebrood, who's one of my favorite streamers. He does some awesome artwork. He streams from a deli. Anybody that can stream while working, you get double my respect. If you've done it, you know. So anybody that has done it, what's up? Tell us a little bit about yourself, Ooze.
Yeah, so you kind of covered it a bit. I'm Oozebrood. I stream from a deli most days, Tuesday through Friday at least. I do variety IRL as well. I've done hitchhiking, longboarding, kayaking, disc golf, and just a lot of outdoor random adventures. But yeah, and it's always good to be back here hanging out with you, Q, and the entire gang.
Hey, and thank you for returning. I know it's kind of hard to set these up, and everybody's got to pick out the time for the day. So thank you for joining us. Let's get introduced to Juhlopy, who's a returning guest here. How is it going, Juhlopy? What is up?
Going good. Thank you again for having me. Dude, I'm having a blast with these. They're awesome. Again, I'm Juhlopy, variety streamer. Do a lot of Apex. That's kind of my addiction right now. Smoke sesh streams, chill out on my balcony, up on my roof, wherever we can just chill and smoke and just hang out and talk about literally anything in life. So yeah, that mostly gaming, smoke sessions, coming over here doing these and watching Oozebrood make sandwiches mostly is all I do with my life. So yeah.
Watching Oozebrood make sandwiches. I've done that before.
I can't stop. Kind of an addiction.
You wouldn't think you'd watch it, but then you're watching it and you're like, I don't want to stop.
I don't want to
play. Yeah,
see what he's gonna make next.
Oh man, see what he's gonna make next. That's awesome. And thank you for returning, Juhlopy. I know you had some stuff going on there. I appreciate you coming on. And let's meet our other green screen homie, who is a new guest on the stream today with his awesome sunglasses. How's it going, Self-Destruct? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I am Self-Destruct. The glasses are strategic because I smoke a lot on stream and then you can't tell. I guess I'm a variety streamer. I do a lot of like retro games. Like I play like old Nintendo 64 games and stuff from my childhood that I didn't get the chance to beat back in the day. I do a little bit of speedrunning, but I'm not super serious. Before Twitch, I did some work for Super Deluxe. I've worked on Brandon Rogers' YouTube channel for 7 years. So I'm kind of like a multimedia creative person, and Twitch is just kind of the next digital vine that I'm swinging to make weird stuff.
Nice. So I'm just imagining like the eyes can just get welded shut under the glasses and nobody knows. That's smart. I like it. Oh, that's what's up. Well, let's meet another new guest we have on here, DTLdaGOD. How is it going, my dude? What is up?
How's it going? How's it going? Well, I'm like you said, DTL. I play mostly Fortnite badly. I do just chatting. Mostly when I do just chatting, I watch competitive eating, which I've taken a big attraction to lately. I'm thinking of actually putting my foot in. I haven't yet done the foot challenge, but I'm looking forward to do it, which is probably going to decimate me. But if I die on that stream, it was worth the views. So, and just other than that, I do what you guys do: smoke plenty of marijuana on stream. Try to live in a legal state like you do, Cewpins, and try to consume as much marijuana as possible.
As much as possible. Damn, I like it.
I like his goals and ambition. I like this.
It's usually as much as I can afford, but as much as possible is like.
Well, that's usually the limiting factor.
It's the limiting factor. Yeah, right. And the thing is, even if it gets cheaper, you just get more. Like there's no real balance. You spend half as much, you get twice as much. Boom, let's go.
Right, exactly. Smoke twice as much.
Smoke twice. That's what I learned when I moved to Colorado. I was just paying so much when I lived in Florida illegally. I moved here, and it's just like free, and I just get as much as I can. Like, what's up? Let's go. But let's meet another returning guest we have on here. My favorite weight loss streamer, Htooms. How is it going, Mr. Smooth Nick? What is up, my dude?
Man, it's all good. So I had a blunder today. I was being daddy daycare today. I had doctor's appointments, other appointments, running the kids around. So I'm dry tonight, guys. This is a bad move on Htooms, but it's okay. You're gonna get full energy Tooms. This is the Tooms that people don't get to see a lot. So here we go.
Tooms.
But I'm a weight loss streamer. You guys see the wall behind me. I mean, weight loss is what we do. Less sugar, more water. Personal responsibility. I flex and I flirt all day long. You should see it. Come check it out. It's the Htooms show. But tonight we're just hanging out, chilling, and just vibing out. I'm going to be a passenger. I got my art out. I'm going to be drawing all you beautiful people, and we're just chilling. Thank you for inviting me, Cewpins.
And thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. And guys, you don't have to smoke. You don't have to keep up. If you want to just come in here and sip some water the whole time, I just want you to hang out. Don't feel like you have to do anything. You're obligated.
I wanted to smoke Cewpin. I just can't.
I'm saying that as an announcement for anybody that might want to be on the show in the future. If you know anybody that might be interested, it's not like a requirement. You don't have to be ripping bongs to hang out. You could just hang out. I'll rip all the bongs for everybody. I got the ability. And then I want to take this moment. I haven't plugged it yet, but I have a YouTube channel where I upload all of the Sesh streams to. I just plugged it in the chat there. If you don't follow that YouTube and you want to check on these later or watch them after we do them live, I upload them all over there 24 hours after the live here. So check that out. I've been forgetting to plug it every single week that we've been doing these. So this is the first time I plugged it. Just go check it out. I haven't had the chance to plug it yet. But what's up, everybody? I just said that smoking's not a requirement, but show me what you guys are smoking. What's up?
Yeah.
What do we got? What do we got? What are we gonna be indulging on this evening? I got a lot of flour. I got a lot of concentrates.
I've got a little Gelinade crumble right here.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna be smoking.
You messaged me earlier. You said you got a little crumble you're trying to save for it. I was like, okay. I know that feeling where you're like, I could dab it now, or I could dab it later, or I could dab it now. I've been there before.
Smells like a skunk's butt.
Skunk's butt. Nice. What? Anybody else want to show off what they got?
I'm just rocking some sour diesel again, man.
Sour diesel.
I like it's
Sour
just
banana here.
it's great.
Nice.
Sour banana? What?
Sour banana sherbet.
Got some Temple Kush. That's what I just rolled up. Temple Kush.
Temple. Where's that from? Cut above?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What's up, dude? I have just I think there's 3 different kinds of flour in the straw. I had little nugs of some stuff left, and I just kind of mixed them all over. So there's just weed in here. If you guys have ever seen weed before, we're just smoking weed tonight. Yeah.
Whoa, what's?
Let's got a jar of weed.
It's my first time.
And I actually left some of this weed. I'm going to shout out the homies Down to Quest, which is a 24-hour streaming house in Colorado Springs here. I went and hung out with them on Friday. They had a celebration. I actually left my weed over there which when you're getting high, some stuff happens. And I went back yesterday and got it. So we got some weed for the sesh because I was able to pick it back up. But what's up?
Nice.
You don't want to make that mistake in my house.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. I messaged him. I was like, yo, can I roll by and get my weed? And then Toasty, one of the streamers over there, was like, yeah, but make sure you do some of my dabs when you get there because I totally smoked some of your weed. And I thought he was kidding. I thought he was kidding. I showed up and I had this nice big old 3.3 gram nug in there. It's all like broken and missing chunks off it. And I was like, oh, he was for real. So yeah, don't leave your weed around the stone. How do you know if it's not yours? I gotta smoke it first to know if it's mine, right?
That's fair enough.
Oh, this is not mine.
Oh, this isn't.
So
This doesn't hit like my weed. My bad. Oh man.
I'm trying out a new. I ordered a new grinder.
Oh, what is that?
Oh,
It's
that
an
is
electric
That's not a
grinder.
grinder, that's
That
a
is
router.
fancy.
And
It looks like
it's you pack it into this chamber, and then it's
Oh.
spring loaded. So the spring is pushing it, and then right in here is right in here
Oh, be
is
careful.
it's where it grinds,
a pencil
then it
It's like a
sharpener?
magazine, dude.
and then it just
That's
comes out of here right into the
Awesome.
bowl,
Oh, that's
Uh,
crazy.
and it's like it's
That's
legit.
that's
just
fresh
like,
ground.
spring-loaded bowl.
It looks
It's
like it has a Wi-Fi password.
It's like
Dude,
you go to
like,
an Italian
it
restaurant.
just-
Right?
it just like
Right.
Damn,
that is-
straight up
that is
into it.
Fuck.
Wow.
Who makes that?
Oh shit. It says
Dude, that's
Chewy
crazy.
Chewy?
brand.
Oh,
$20 on Amazon.
Oh,
Tell
gosh.
'em you
From
need that
Star Wars?
sponsorship.
Wow,
Give 'em that
he's
plug.
Promo code.
Maybe they want to sponsor the next show and send us all one.
It doesn't come with a battery though. I found that out the hard way.
Battery not included. Like
Battery is
Christmas.
not in
Yeah.
fucking every toy I ever got.
Oh man.
What is it, like a
in my
watch
life.
battery or is it like a AAA?
It's a D battery.
What? How does a D
Wow.
battery fit inside that? That looks
Wait.
Yeah,
You
dude.
can still get D batteries?
Apparently.
I think a D battery is way larger
Goes,
than
like,
that.
Oh, that's a
in the-
9
Oh,
volt.
That's a 9 volt.
Oh, 9
dude.
volt. What did
I'm looking at that square shape thinking, you have to cut the D battery in half to fit it in
Okay,
there,
where's the
bro.
D battery?
Jesus.
If you're cutting your
Sorry,
battery in
dog.
half, you got a problem.
I told you before we started that I was really ripped.
He did
so-
say he was blazed.
We did.
He did
Too
mention
much
to us
fun.
he might be really high, so. But that's what's up, bro. What you
That is
smoking
what's
there,
up.
Alchemist?
It's a Temple Kush, just in Swisher Sweet. I just ran
Nice.
out of fucking backwoods, dude. It's the problem with backwoods. You buy a 5-pack and maybe 2 of them are smokable. Like 3 of them are just got big holes in them, just ripped up, half stemmed out.
I would have to disagree and say none of them are smokable, bro. Backwoods, that's
I need a rebate on them, dude. I just need a rebate. Just let me send them back.
Oh man. So did anybody show any dabs off today other than DTL? Is anybody dabbing other than me?
Get some dabs. Got some just shatter right next to me right now. Bruce Banner shatter.
Everything all right?
Oh, it's just Tori. She's playing Counter Strike, man. She's
Oh.
in the
I
zone
thought something
right
broke.
now. You know?
I thought I heard
Oh
something
no,
broke.
dude.
I was like,
Typical
oh
night. It's
fuck!
all
If a
chill.
bong broke, I'm gonna feel bad.
Oh no, dude. It's much more hectic when something like that goes down.
Yeah. Oh shit. So Alchemist, you work as an extractor and you make CBD products. Can you talk to us about that a
Yeah.
little bit? Tell us a little more. I'm actually really interested. That was one of the
Yeah,
things I
so-
wanted to talk to you about.
We do ethanol extraction, cryogenic ethanol extraction. So right now is like a temporary means. We use CO2, dry ice, to chill our solvent, which is not optimal because we use 200 proof ethanol, which is anhydrous is what it's called. There's technically like remove more water than it that's naturally removed. So like when you still ethanol out, the max proof it can go to is about 190. So it forms what's called an azeotrope with water. You have to process it further to get it to 200 proof. So basically at atmospheric conditions, it wants to like suck the water back in. So every time we open up our reservoirs of ethanol, it's just absorbing the moisture back in. So we're dropping solid dry ice into the solvent to chill it, which if you've ever seen dry ice, you see the smoke in the air and everything, right? That's what they're always like. That's the smoky effect. That's not the CO2 you're seeing. That's actually water vapor in the air. Water vapor is less soluble in cold air. That's why in the winter you always get like dry lips and everything. There's less moisture in the air. So it crashes all that water vapor out of the air, and then we get all this moisture on top of the surface, and then the solvent sucks it down into it. So we're watering down our solvent with the dry ice, which is kind of shitty how we are right now. Like, I don't want to nerd out too much on the chemistry, but as the CO2 bubbles through the solution, you know, the extra water in there makes carbonic acid. Now we're lowering the pH. Now we're isomerizing the cannabinoids. We're losing the CBD, but we're solving the problem. We got our chillers getting set up right now, but we chill it down to about minus 40 C, which is equal to minus 40 F. That's where the Celsius Fahrenheit gradient crosses, is at minus 40. It's kind of weird. Makes like a little X on it. But chill down to minus 40, and then we soak the hemp. We do about 60 pounds at a time. Soak it for about 10 minutes, and then put it through 100 micron sock, then a 25 micron sock, 1 micron sock, down to a 0.4 micron sock. And then we push it through carbon pads, which will absorb all the chlorophyll that's been extracted. If we can get it down to minus 60, we'd pull no chlorophyll, which is ideally where we're trying to get. But basically, we don't have to winterize because we're doing the cryogenic extraction. So we pull it through all those filters, and then we put it through solvent recovery. We do a falling film evaporator, pull it out, and then we get the crude at the bottom. Then we put it through a wiped film distillation apparatus where we distill out the cannabinoids. But the problem with that is the THC distills out with the CBD. And like federally, we're not allowed to have more than 0.3% THC, which is like the bottleneck for a lot of the CBD business right now. The real solution is to make it isolate. They just soak it in hexane and crash out the CBD, and then you leave all the THC behind. But the best solution is chromatography columns. We just soak it through basically a big bed of sand where the CBD and THC fall through at different rates, so you can separate them out, which is what we're getting set up right now. They've invested about $4 million in these columns and the solvent like distribution systems. It's kind of insane. What up? This is Tori. She's popping in real quick. Say what's up.
Well, hello.
But yeah, dude. The facility I work at it's pretty fucking badass, man. It's either these guys have wasted $20 million or it's going to be a kick-ass facility. Like,
No, I mean,
what happens? It's all up in the air, dude.
I think that's probably how I would have. You guys are good. So,
I was hoping
I
when
hope
he,
so, dude.
when he was talking about it, he would go full Bill Nye, and I would not understand most of it, and it
Bill
totally
Nye,
happened,
dude,
and I'm
I
excited.
I
could've-
bro.
didn't understand like 8% of it.
That's actually what I wanted. I wanted him to go full Bill Nye.
I was
It
trying
didn't
not to nerd out too hard. I was
It
trying to
happened.
catch myself. I was like, all right, man, you're going too
happened.
much.
There's
make-
about 17 words in there and nobody understood. That was amazing.
happen. That's what we wanted.
I want to try on them Micron socks. I bet them are comfortable.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever you
Basically, honestly, you know, like bubble bag, that's what we do our extraction in, a 200 micron bubble bag.
Oh yeah, like for
You
hash.
know what I'm talking about? What you make bubble hash out of?
Yeah,
It's
like
the hash thing. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like instead of the like most bubble bags are like you have like a like plastic rim and then like the filter on the bottom. The bubble bags we use are all the 200 micron sock, and we just zip them up, soak it in there, and then we take that and then we filter it out into a 100 micron 25.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's kind of cool.
That's awesome. So, how long have you been doing that? Because I know you moved to the Springs recently, but you've been working there for a little while.
Yeah, I've been working there since January.
Okay. Were you doing any extraction before that?
No, I pretty much just graduated college. I went to college. I studied biochemistry. That was my goal, was to go out and do extraction. Moved out here, and then I got the MED badge, the marijuana division badge, so I could work in a THC lab. And then I interviewed, and this was the job that was going to pay me the most, was the CBD facility. So
Yeah. And I
mean,
think it's huge. I mean, there's a lot of them popping up
That makes
over here.
sense.
dude, the spot I work at is like 80,000 square feet. It was an old
Holy shit.
mattress factory. Yeah, it
Damn.
was an old mattress factory. It's huge.
Wow.
We have scooters all over the place. We just ride scooters around. It's like so big we can't walk around. Like,
Damn.
it's pretty badass, dude.
Scooters? Wait, you guys are hiring,
Like
right?
a Razor scooter, dude. Like, yeah, dude. I mean, for real, we're
Busting
about to
the-
hire a lot of people out here
Busting
in
the
October.
tail
Like,
up
it's
on your lunch break
Croptober
or
going
what?
Oh, dude,
Croptober.
we had hoverboards and shit. Like they told us weren't allowed to ride the hoverboards anymore because someone had a push broom and the owner caught him because we have like the CCTV all over the facility. And the owner like checked the cameras at like 1 a.m. and dude was riding around with like a push broom on a hoverboard, trying to like mop the floor or whatever. And he was like, he's like, you guys are fucking around. You can't use those anymore. Like they took them away from us. We were like, man, like.
That seems like the most effective way to do it with the push
Yeah, I
broom.
mean, right? Why are you hating on him? He's
I wouldn't wanna-
innovative, dude. Like,
I wouldn't want to try it any other way.
Like that's smart, man.
Yeah, that's cool. I think I've used a push broom before, and it's like that's the only thing is how fast you can walk. Like I can sweep as fast as I can
Limiting
walk,
factor,
right?
Oh, what could go wrong though? I
Let's
mean,
add some horsepower. Let's
There's
add
no
some
flaws
horsepower.
in that thing.
I like it. So, this is a question I asked a lot. How long has everybody been streaming for? I'm just curious. Let's go down the list. DTL, how long have you been streaming for?
A year, a little bit over a year.
Okay. And do you stream like?
But that was like literally not even having streamed at all or gamed in like 12 years. Literally, I started playing Fortnite, saw a bunch of Fortnite streamers, saw streaming. I was like, oh my god, and then bought a bunch of computer shit and started streaming immediately.
I like it.
Fantastic.
What
Very
does
much
the
what
family
happened.
think about it? Like, what does the family? Are they all in?
Oh yeah. My woman's totally with it. Like my youngest kid actually wants to stream, but the rest of them just don't give a shit. Basically, they just think it's like me talking to a camera. They don't see the appeal of it. They're like, why would anyone watch you talking into a camera? Like I don't even understand. Like I see you talking. I wish you would fucking stop. So I don't understand why anybody want to watch it.
It's so weird to
Which
have
I
the
kind of
conversation.
get. I mean, that's a good kid perspective. I think that's healthy. If they liked my stream, I'd be more scared. I think.
If they like that.
Yeah, that would make them a really weird kid. Like it would be unusual for them to be like, "My dad's stream is awesome," and like be a super fan. That'd be kind of strange.
That would be weird, I think. Yeah. I wouldn't be a fan of my dad's stream, right? Would anybody be a fan of their dad's stream? Anybody subbing to their dad?
I subbed to my
Pretty
dad.
normal.
I feel like I would
people
just have
asking
to help
me
my
to call
dad.
him daddy all the time. Is that the same? No.
Yeah. Oh
I
man.
subbed to Daddy Dasher.
Daddy Dasher. All right, let's keep going on this question. I like it. How long have you been streaming Self-Destruct?
I was on YouTube for about a year, and then everyone's like, "Why would you stream on YouTube when there's Twitch?" And I was like, "Good point." So I came to Twitch about 2 years ago, and I've been here since.
Nice. Do you still stream on YouTube at all, or just stopped it altogether?
No.
Was it an easy transition for you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I mostly streamed games, so it just made more sense, I think, to come to Twitch, where that's kind of already the paradigm. Whereas I felt like 3 years ago, people on YouTube weren't really streaming video games as much as they were streaming like IRL type stuff and like singer-songwriters playing guitar in their bedroom, that type of thing.
Yeah. And how long? They've had streaming on YouTube for 3 years?
At least.
Right,
I
at
think they
least.
probably introduced it probably 5 or 6 years ago.
It's something that I don't think about because I don't really watch anybody there. Sometimes I'll catch something live, but like it's not too often, you know. But it's interesting. I don't think they have a way to browse live content, do they? Like you can't just.
Truthfully, I don't know. I've never really been much of a YouTube stream watcher. That's part of why I came to Twitch too, is I found myself watching more Twitch content and going, okay, like I can do something.
And I think that's why a lot of people are just on Twitch, because that's where most people are watching live streams. It's where you're going to probably have the chance to get the most exposure, even if you're doing something that's oversaturated. It's probably a little easier. But I don't know. There's people on other platforms killing it. So it's just a matter of what you can do, I guess.
Finding the people.
Finding the people. Let's keep on this one. Oozebrood, how long have you been streaming for?
So I've been streaming a year in October, and I started out streaming graffiti sticker art and sewer streams. I did like geocaching in a sewer. And so yeah, you know, I really was only on Instagram before I came to Twitch, and so I came to Twitch kind of seeing IRL, seeing Hitch and Mike Sy and all of them, and saying, hey, I like this type of content. Maybe I can be a part of it. And so, boom, here we are, almost a year.
Nice. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that you found those streams because those are cool streams, and you definitely put on a good stream. So that's what's up. And how about Juhlopy? How long have you been streaming for, bud?
Right around 2.5 years, I think. Started out playing a game called iRacing.
Oh
I had the wheel and pedals and all of that jazz, and was really into it.
That's still
So
pretty popular.
yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah, it's super popular. I just had to take a break from it. It's a really toxic community, so I was like, I can get away from it for a bit. I hate to say it because I love it. I love the actual racing, but it's so toxic.
Is it like League of Legends?
I've actually heard that from people who can't stream
it-
it because of the community.
It's really bad. It's taken me like a year away from it almost to get my stream like community back to the positive side of people and things like that. And yeah, so I started doing that. I don't really do that very much anymore. Play a lot of Apex and stuff now. Just different games that I have fun with. 2.5 years, I think. Yeah. My stream anniversary is 420.
Oh,
So
yeah.
That's pretty dope.
420. I'm excited for that. Mine, I think about this. Mine was 4 days after 420, and I know exactly what I was doing on 420. That's why I didn't start streaming. I was just out at every single dispensary, getting every single deal, getting all the free swag that they have, and the free hot dogs outside, and some places give away popsicles, and some places have raffles. I just went to every fucking dispensary I could on 420 and got as much shit as I could. So I think about this. I'm like, I was just too busy on 420 to start streaming. But that would be a cool anniversary. I started 4 days after.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. We celebrate it quite a bit when we stream that day. It's a fun stream.
But for me, I get to have a nice 420 stream, and then 4 days later, I get that 1 year celebration stream. So it's like, you know, your birthday and then Christmas being a few days apart, something like that. Something like that. But what about you, GroovyShally? Let's keep this question going. How long have you been streaming? Talk to us about the origins of GroovyShally on streaming.
Oh, it's about to be a year. And actually on Halloween. So I started streaming about almost a year ago. I started watching a lot of basically Twitch streaming about 2 years ago because I was going through like a couple things, like I was fighting my depression and stuff like that. And so I found myself relating to a lot of people, and I was like, okay, what the hell? Like, this is awesome. Like, I play video games too, like, and I also can relate to like people's content, and I was like really like impacted by that. So kind of worked on myself, and then I went to streaming on Halloween. And I started doing like 420 streams, and I started doing things like that just because I was really passionate about it. And then I arised from that and wanted to push it more. So it's about to be a year.
Nice. About to be a year. I think I've just been streaming like a little over a year. Like I said, I started on 4 days after 420 or some shit like that. But a lot of people I've talked to at least got a year of streaming, and I like it. It's hard to do and hard to stay consistent, so that's good for making it over a year. And what about you, Htooms? Tell us a little bit about the origins of you in streaming. Maybe what got you started, how long you've been doing it.
What an amazing setup, Cewpins. This is so awesome. Thank you again. So, look at Shally. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Let me flirt a little bit, Cewpins. That's why I got in this whole business. Just to do that. You see that smile? You see the smile over there? That's it. That's why I scream. Just because of that. Put smiles on people's faces. But I'm joking. I was morbidly obese for 15 years. At the age of 23, I started putting on weight. And before I knew it, I was 300 pounds. And then I was 350 pounds. And then I was just lost, you know. I was one of those people that yo-yo dieted, lose 30, gain 40. I couldn't figure it out. About 3 years ago, I took a picture and I realized that, you know, this was life or death. And that started the journey, but not Twitch. Twitch was just an outlet. I was sitting at home going through surgeries. I was losing weight and I just needed an outlet. And same kind of like with Mr. DTLdaGOD. Same thing, just saw people streaming and said, I think I could do that. I could sit there, but I was going to smoke weed and learn how to play guitar. And then the weight loss wasn't going to be the main thing. it was just something I was going through. But weight loss just took over, and we're just trying to help people every day, losing weight and, just living a little bit better lifestyle with drinking some water. And a year and a half.
Hell yeah.
Nice. And I find myself saying that a lot. I used to be a personal trainer, and that was some advice I would give to people. I was just like, honestly, people just drink too much soda, and if they swap soda out with water, they'd be taking in way less sugar, and they'd just have better hydration, and they'd be able to process all that stuff out. But I like it. I love less sugar, more water. I love joining your stream. It's always a blast when I pop in. I feel like I joined the moment of excitement, where some streams you're waiting for that moment. I always feel like I'm joining the moment of excitement, even though that's like the whole stream. It's like, that's what's up. It's a good time. It's a blast. And that's what I like when I pop into a stream. I want to be pulled in right away. You ever pop into a stream and they walk to the bathroom or they go away for a minute? I'm bored. I'm done. I'm already on the next stream. Sorry. But what can you do? What can you do? And I think we asked everybody here, but Alchemist, what got you into streaming? How long have you been streaming? Give us the origins of Alchemist710.
The origins of Alchemist. So I started streaming with H1Z1 back in the day. That was what got me in. It was like the original Battle Royale. I loved it, and just loved the community so much. I started streaming, and then the game kind of died off, and then I fell into the Counter-Strike Go community. I used to play CS Source when I was like 12, 13 years old. It's just nostalgic. So I fell in love with that game, and I've just been streaming it hard ever since. I get down on the just chatting stream, smoke a lot, just chill. I chill with my girlfriend right here, Tori right here. She's trying to hide off camera. She also streams Counter-Strike.
She does. She does stream Counter-Strike.
We're both bad, but we have
Who's
fun.
better at Counter-Strike out of you and Tori?
Who's better? Honestly, probably Tori.
Really? How would I be able to admit that? Really? No. If I'm being honest and not polite, no. I like it. Well, that's what's up. I don't think I packed this well enough. This King Palm's not burning too good, but it's pretty alright. Has anybody ever smoked a King Palm before?
No, what's that?
It's like a fucking leaf, man.
It's a fucking...
Let's see if I can find...
Damn.
It's like a weed.
Yeah, it's a leaf.
Put that on the pack, dude.
They're so good.
These leaves are from the flowering trees of the Cordia family. Grown in
Isn't it
Southeast
palm leaf?
Asia.
Isn't that the thing?
Yeah, man. It's just
a
a
palm
fucking
leaf,
leaf,
right?
bro. I've had a
It's
couple of
like
them. Some of them burn pretty well. It's got a
They're
nice
pretty
slow
cool.
burn.
They're
It's just
tags
like a
to
straight up fucking leaf, though.
I need that on a shirt. Just a fucking leaf,
It's
bro.
just a fucking leaf, bro. I don't know.
Can I
I
use
agree.
leaves from outside?
That's what makes me question what I'm smoking. Can I just go get my own leaves? Like, did I get this? It was only like $4 or $5. Like, can I go get a whole pack of them out back? Okay. Oh man. So I think maybe I should answer this. The origins of Cewpins. I've been streaming for I started in April last year, so 14, 15 months, something like that. I actually, if you watch my stream, I do driving streams. I just kind of drive around and I do some work on my stream. Sometimes I'm doing like deliveries, sometimes I'm driving around doing other stuff. But I just like sit in my car and chat with people while I'm hanging out. I have a bot that reads the chat to me, so I'm not like dangerously driving like, what did somebody in chat say while I'm making my turns or anything like that. But I actually started doing just that, and my smoke session streams like didn't start until like months after I started streaming. I'd literally just end my stream and then go home and start smoking and do what I would do on my stream just without talking to chat or anybody. And one day I was just like, I still want to stream, but I'm done with my driving. So I just kind of went home a few times, and then most of the people that would watch me drive didn't want to watch me smoke. They had no interest in that. So my initial thought was like, this isn't content. Nobody wants to watch this. It's going to be hard to get it going. But I would sit in front of my desk anyway at night, so I just started to turn the camera on more and more, and then people started to show up and hang out, and I'm like, you know what? Who cares how many people are here? I'm just hanging out. I'm going to do it anyway, so let's just hang out and meet some new friends. And I think I've been doing the smoke streams for probably about a year, but it's been less than the entire time of me streaming, Because initially I was like, probably nobody would watch that. Or some of my first thoughts about it were you can't smoke weed on Twitch, or I've been told that by other people, which, I mean, people still think that today. I get it in my chat. So I'm like, you could smoke weed on Twitch? And my instant thought is like, obviously, bro, I'm doing it right now. But probably 2 years ago, I would have been that same person going, wait, you can. Yeah. It's more of a surprise than me actually asking, because I'm fucking doing it right now. If I told you, no, I can't smoke weed on Twitch while doing it, like, I don't know. That would be weird, right? Are you actually...
Mine is my shirt off. Like, yeah, my shirt can be off.
Yeah.
No, that was actually, like, Cewpins, one of my biggest concerns starting, like, streaming. That's why I didn't even start when I first found Twitch, was because of the simple fact that I was like, yo, if they see a girl, like, smoking weed, they're gonna ban me like crazy. I would probably get, like, I don't know, the FBI is gonna come in. I don't know. I thought something crazy. I don't know.
FBI.
Paranoid stoner, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to go to jail. And then so then I realized,
go live button triggers the SWAT team. Like what?
Yeah, man.
Pretty much.
Exactly. But then I realized I came to real life, and I was like, wait, no, like I'm in a legal state. Like I'm good. And so, don't be afraid.
It's still something that's not specifically cool on every social platform where you'd publish content, or some places don't know how to respond to it. They're like, stop selling drugs, and you're like, I literally just posted a picture of my bong. Like, what are you talking about?
Instagram.
Yeah, there's some weird social media, so it's pretty cool. I think that Twitch, as far as I know, as long as I've been streaming, they have been pretty relaxed, and I mean, nobody's breaking the law or doing anything wrong. I mean, if somebody was sitting here trying to, let me see if I could smoke 18 pounds in a day, like maybe look into that channel and tell that person.
And
maybe don't
subscribing.
do that. Or
What is that stream?
Tell them to call me, please.
If you have 18 pounds and you need help with that, I can help.
Yeah, you need help. You need me to help you.
You need help.
So, did anybody do anything cool today? I had a pretty boring day. I just did a bunch of just work stuff and then pet my dogs and told each dog that they're a good dog individually.
Are they a good dog, or were
my smallest dog, she's bad, but I lie to her. She'll never be a good dog. So.
Oh, what if she just heard that?
No, but she watches the stream.
She watches the stream.
Oh, dude.
She knows she's bad. It's happened. It's set in stone. She's just a little 4.5 pound, half Chihuahua, half Dachshund. Oh, God, and she's crazy. Like, what can you do?
She sounds bad on it.
She's bad. She's just misbehaves. But I told her she was a good girl, so I'm a liar.
Well, that's good.
Anybody do anything cool today?
I went and got some glasses, so that's something.
Oh, yeah? Well, did you get new glasses because you broke them, or what happened?
I had to get new prescriptions. It's been like over 2 years, so can't read chat as well as I used to. So,
do you have to do one of those eye exam things? Where I think you got muted.
Oh yeah, they blow into your eye and everything like that.
They blow into your eye?
Wait,
I
could never do
with their mouth?
I could never do
that. With their mouth?
Somebody just comes up and
machine, not their mouth.
All right, Mr. Oozebrood, open your left eye. I'm gonna blow into it. Like what?
Yeah, they
have
you need to focus on this dot, and then they blow the freaking.
I know exactly what you're talking about. They're like focus on an image, and then they shoot a dude. Every time they did it, I would like close my eye, and they got so mad at me. They were just like, "Fuck it, we won't even do it, dude." And like, I was like, "I'm sorry, like I'm not trying to play with you, dude." Like, but they were like, "You have an enlarged artery behind your eye. Like this could be dangerous." And then like, I kept blinking, and they were just like mad. They were like, "Nah, fuck you, dude." Like, and just passed it. And like, I get migraines, and I'm like, I'm gonna die. Like all the time, I freak out. I'm like it's because they didn't do the little blow test on my eye, man. All the time, like.
So what is? You guys know what it tells you, or it just?
It's something about the arteries in the back of your eye. That's what they're looking at, dude. Like
it checks your blood pressure. in your eyeball.
Yeah, I have high blood pressure too. Like they were like, "There's something wrong," and then I
blow
kept
that eye
looking,
up
and
like
they
the
got mad at me,
Godfather.
and I was like, "I'm sorry, man." I was like, "I'm trying my best." They're like, hold your eye open. We're gonna shoot a burst of air into it, and I was like,
Hell no.
I mean, it's kind of hard to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're just like, close your eye. They're gonna blast air into it. You know what I mean? Like there's like,
Jesus. Hell no.
you're fighting at that point, man. That's hard to do.
Dude, the worst part is she didn't even try to tell me about it. She tried to just set it up.
Just
and
come
like,
on,
oh,
hold
just
on.
look into it. Like, and get me the
Surprise,
call. I was like, no, I know what
Bruh.
So they blow into your eye. What else do they do? The only time I've ever taken an eye exam, they show you like what looks better, A or B, A or B.
Dude,
And like
and
they
then
both
you
look
just
the
don't-
same.
You don't know. Yeah, you're like,
Yeah,
did I
it's
choose
always-
the wrong one?
You're looking at two blurry images trying to decide which one looks better, and you're like, I don't know,
Right.
none of them. Can we?
Right?
It's not. I'm
I
like,
just
am
had
I
'em
giving
go
you?
through-
Am I the best person to answer this question? I know it's my
Right.
eye, but I'm fucking stupid. Like I'm gonna pick wrong. I don't know.
Right?
They just
I had
do
him go
laser
through
tag.
each one twice. So I was like, nah, let's make sure.
I'm literally guessing here. I don't know. I don't. It's one of those things. What else do they do? Just blow. I've never heard of the blow in the eye, so I'm assuming there's gonna be something else I haven't heard of.
But depending on like what goes on, sometimes they have to dilate your eye, where they like force it to like open really big and like let a lot of light in. But they didn't have to do that for whatever reason.
Okay.
So, other than like the little one or two thing, that's all they really have to do, unless you're doing other eye health checks.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just shine like a really bright light in your eye and image the front and the back of your eye in order to see if there's anything going.
Dude, that's crazy.
Dude, one time I was like rubbing my eye and an eyelash got loose and I embedded the pointy part of my eyelash that goes out into my eyeball.
Ow.
And
Oh.
every time I blinked, I could feel something like
Ah.
scraping my eyeball. And I went to the eye doctor and I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I was like, my eye's killing me. And they like
That's
dyed my
making me
eyeball.
want to
And the dude he spread my eyes open with this like clamp and like looked at my shit and was like, he's like, I've been like a optometrist, whatever, for like 30 years. I've never seen anything like this. He's like, you implanted your eyelash into your eyeball. He's like, I'm gonna give it one shot, and if I can't get it, I'm gonna have to send you to the hospital, man. And he took these crazy tweezers and he like had me plant it down in the bed and like put it down in my eye, and he grabbed the eyelash and just pulled it out of my eyeball in one shot, and it was just like, I was like, dude, you're a champ. Like he just like saved my life. Like
Oh my god!
me the fuck out and then just clutched it all the way. I was just like, this guy's the best doctor ever. Like,
That's trippy.
dude, it was
Dude.
weird, man.
Was in your eyeball though? Like
Yeah, it was
deep
my
in there?
eyelash. Like it was poking out, and I guess like my eyelash got loose, and it was like on the edge of my eyelash or something. I went to rub my eye, and when I rubbed it, I like poked it into my eyeball, and like the tip point, I like pushed into my eye. So every time I blinked, like it was like pushing it into my eye. I could like feel it, and I was just like keeping my eye closed. I was just like, oh my god. And I was like,
Big pass on that, bro. No way.
dude, it sucked, man.
Yeah, I don't feel good.
Guy saved my life.
Oh,
That's
wow.
crazy.
I'm gonna
That
take a bump.
sounds crazy. I don't even want to think about it. Oh, I should have muted my
It's
headset.
making me want to get my eye dropped.
I didn't know. You ever hear something and you're like, "Fuck! Can I unhear that? Damn it! I don't want that information.
That's a
You
possibility.
give it back."
Do you know how many foods have been ruined for me because of that?
Oh,
Awful, man.
Damn. So, this is something I think we were talking about last time. Does anybody have any recent crazy stream stories? This happened to me while I was streaming, or anybody have anything they want to tell us about? Got something fun to talk about? Who's got a story? I know somebody's got a story.
I've done a fair amount of 24-hour streams, which I know some people say is like insane. I don't know, they're not that big of a deal for me because I've done that like binging video games in the past like too many times. So it's just like, all right, just like I wake up right before the stream starts and then you're just awake for 24 hours. So I've done I think 3 of those now. So does anyone else do any like marathon streaming like that?
Do you
I've
feel-
done a few.
Do you feel fulfilled after those 24? I've done 16 on accident.
16 hours or 16 24-hour streams?
No, 16 hours on
Okay.
accident.
God
like
damn.
I've never done 24 hours.
Okay.
Like after that 24 hours, you like is it worth it?
I'll tell you, not every time, but most of the times, yeah. Like it can depend on scheduling because like it's a big ask of people to, hop. Like you'll see a lot of people come into your stream like twice over the course of the 24-hour stream because they went to bed and then woke up and came and watched you again. And just depending on what's going on that weekend, or if it's in the summer when Twitch is just slower in general, there may not be as many people like around to watch a 24-hour stream. But I did a couple back in the spring, and like there are a lot of people out, and it seemed people were really excited by it. So yeah, it was good to stream with so many people rooting for me to get to the end.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you.
I've done a few 24-hour streams before, and I like them because I like long streams, and I like what you said of people going to sleep and coming back. Oh, you're still on, dude, I want to sleep. I don't know why, but when somebody types that message, I'm like, fuck yeah, I fucking just grinded it out while you were sleeping doing fucking nothing. Let's go. I don't know. But I think for me, the next time, and I don't know if you could agree with me on this, Self-Destruct, but the next time I do a 24-hour stream, I'm just going to make it a 36-hour stream. Because for me, when I hit that 24 hours, I feel like I just got started. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I have an on button, and when I hit it, it's on. Because I've done maybe 3 or 4 24-hour streams, and each time afterwards, I'm just wired. I don't like drink a lot of coffee. I just sit here and dab. Every time I've done one, I've dabbed and smoked weed the whole time. But I'm just stuck in on mode. And I don't know. Are you tired at the end of a 24-hour stream? Are you ready to collapse?
I usually hit a wall at like hour 15, and then you get like a second win once you get past that. Usually I'll go and take like a quick shower and like eat something like, more than just like at my desk. So I'll take like a 20-30 minute break usually around that point and get over that like wall. But then once I get to the end, yeah, it usually takes about like an hour to wind down, like in bed, like on my phone or something, because you can't just fall right asleep after, being on for 24 hours. But yeah, I'm usually pretty wore out by the end.
Oh, and you mentioned a quick shower in there. I just realized that each time I've done one, I haven't done a shower in the middle, so I'm grosser than you when I do a 24-hour stream.
You're just more hardcore. It's how you frame it.
I take showers in like a 4-hour stream. What are you guys talking about?
4-hour stream. Oh man. Well, you do a lot in your streams. Your stream would make. If I did your stream, I'd be sweating, so I would need a shower. I think.
Yeah,
you move around.
About 12 hours a day. 10 to 12 hours a day is what we like to do.
You move around. I just sit and chill. So, but yeah, I feel like at the 24 hours, like I feel like my day just got started. Like I should have slept, but I didn't. So like I have I'm ready to go a whole day again. I just don't feel tired. One of the first times I did one, I wasn't tired, so I literally binge watched the entire season of a show. Like every single episode was 5 hours of a show. I remember, and I was like, I'm not even fucking tired still. Like I could have had 5 more hours of streaming in and bragged about a 36-hour stream, whatever. So I think in the future, if I do one, I'm just gonna book it as like a 36-hour stream, because each one of my 24-hour streams have been 30 hours, I think, because I'm not. When I hit 24 hours, I'm like, all right, now what? Let's do it. Let's keep going. I don't know.
Dang, you're hardcore.
Hardcore. I don't. Is there any?
Why don't you should Cewpin? Why don't you just schedule a 24-hour session with all of us? Let's go.
I was thinking about doing that.
It just started.
A 24. You can kind of come and go as you leave. Whoever makes it the longest. Kind of like a touch your hand on the car kind of thing. Whoever leaves, you lose. Whoever leaves the smoke session passes out.
What?
I'll buy me down. But like, that's a big ask though. How much weed do you have to show up with? How much weed, right? I got like.
I would totally be surprised though. What have we got our hand on? That's the thing. Yeah.
I would totally be down to try that one day. That would be
It would be interesting, but
we can just move out of a category and make it a sleep stream. Easy.
I was always worried about those sleep streams. What if your mod came in? You know how your mods can change your channels? What if one was like pissed at you? You're sleeping in categories and they throw you in a category. Would you get banned out?
I think I've seen people sleeping in categories. They're probably not too mad
about
it.
Allowed to stream?
And if you could show the chat logs, I think you'd be fine. You'd be like, I was a fucking sleep when I set the title and the.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't get up and change it. I don't know.
When mods attack.
Yeah, I think sleeping's banned.
That was a weird way to think about it. Like, what if your mod fucks with you? That's like the last person you should expect to fuck with you, right?
Right.
Not on my show. They hate me, I think.
Oh, man.
They're always switching my title up, and then people will come in. One time, I got so mad at them. So I was just hanging out next to them. They switched my title to something like Htooms chair is broke. So 10 people in a row were talking about my broke chair, and I couldn't figure it out. I lost my fucking mind. I'm like, the next person who comes in here and talks about my fucking chair, I'll kill you. I didn't realize until I ended my stream. I didn't realize the next morning my mod had changed the stream title. I was losing my shit all night long. People were asking me about my chair.
That's fantastic. That's actually.
That's amazing.
That's
My
trolling.
mod-
That right, real quick, everybody. That right there is trolling. He got trolled by his mod. Somebody going into a stream and saying, "You're ugly, Htooms. You're a piece of shit." That's not trolling.
That's not trolling.
That's
No.
shit posting. So
I
whenever
got
you
it.
talk about trolls, just realize that the person who changes your title to "you have a broken chair" and gets a bunch of people to ask you about your broken chair and you have no fucking clue what's going on, that guy trolled you.
So hard. I think he's in chat right now.
I'm always interested in how people approach trolls. How you guys handle trolls when you get them.
I just
It
laugh.
depends. It depends on if they're playful or if they're there's all kinds of trolls. Like there's the ones that are insta ban, right? But then there's the ones that have
Right.
their or the crews. You ever get the crews that roll in and they're
Oh,
all free sheep?
We
So
call them flock.
I try to find the leader and just cut off the leader and see what the sheep do.
Yeah, it's usually if you just ban one person, they leave because they lost their fun.
Yeah.
I treat each situation differently, and like I said, like trolling is not. It's not every shitty interaction as you got trolled, but a lot of people deal with it like that. But I feel like I've only actually ever been trolled like once or twice on my stream, like a real genuine I got trolled. Other than somebody I get that all day, every day. People shitpost all day. But where I'm just like, damn, that guy got me. It's only really happened like once or twice, and it was so fucking good. But maybe I'll ask you guys about like if you've ever been trolled or what you're talking about. But one guy, I swear, one time I got trolled so fucking hard. And he messaged me about it months later. He was like, "Yeah, dude, I was totally trolling you." And I couldn't stop laughing at my desk for like 5 minutes. Because I was like, I genuinely thought this guy was like one of the dumbest people on the planet. And he was just hardcore trolling me. And honestly, he could have been one of the dumbest people and then realized after he learned later. But this is what happened. This is what happened. The dude in my chat is like, "Hey, man, how do I support you?" And then people were talking to him about bits or whatever. And he was like, "Awesome, I just bought 1,000 bits. How do I give them to you?" And then people were like, "Oh, just type out cheer 1,000 or whatever." And then he literally typed out every possible version of cheer 1,000 that doesn't actually cheer, exclamation cheer 1,000, like lowercase, cheer space 1,000. He was like, "I'm so sorry, dude. I'm new at Twitch. I don't know what I'm doing. I just bought him. I don't want to accidentally buy him again." And I felt bad. And I thought I was getting trolled, but he was coming off as such a sweetheart. I was just like, oh no. So
I would have banned that guy.
I think I literally brought him. I can't remember specifically, but I think I joined voice with him or something because I was just like, I just needed to tell him, just type out cheer with a capital C and 1,000, no space. It'll go through. It won't charge you again.
This is amazing.
And then after it cheered, and then like even after he was like, "Oh guys, I'm so sorry. It's really embarrassing." And it was like a 20-minute interaction of getting this guy to cheer 1,000 bits. He ended up cheering the bits, but it took 20 minutes of me explaining to him how to cheer the bit, and he was trolling me the whole time.
That's fantastic.
And he
But you got
messaged
the
me
bits,
months.
though.
He messaged me months later, like, "Yeah, bro, I was trolling you," and I was like, "Fuck, that's trolling right there. That's me." I'm just telling him how to give me the bits, and he's just like, "Oh, I don't want to buy him again, bro. I already paid for him. I don't want to get charged again." And I just kept going on and on about it, and it was pretty good. So has anybody ever been actually high quality trolled like that, where somebody just actually fucking got you, and you're just like, "Damn it, that was good"? Anybody have one? No?
I have one. Go
for it.
My entire community got trolled. So another mod hurting my show.
Another mod. Htooms
I
trolls by his mod saga part 2.
There was a mod that trolled my entire community. So, we're always looking for new friends, just like you're doing, right? And this mod specifically went and looked for baby girls. Like he would try to bring the girls into our channel. Hey, come follow Htooms, blah, whatever. Well, he met somebody pretending to be a famous person, pretending to be a DJ. And this person was using this person's likeness, like stealing their identity and pretending to be this famous DJ on Twitch. And he came into my channel and was promoting her like every day for like 3 weeks. And we're just like, dude, this is not real. And he just didn't, like, and then my family was over there giving her biddies and like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was because they were trusting my mod again. And like, fuck, I'm like, this is not the real person. This isn't a world famous billionaire like hanging out on Twitch with 4 people, couldn't get her on voice chat. I'm like, okay, let's talk to the person. And it,
Well,
so
I haven't had any random. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm done.
I haven't had any random like followers troll or anything like that. But my buddy got me once. He sent me it was I thought it was just a picture, a photo, and I clicked on it, and it was just a photo of a cat. It was like some weird cat meme. And I'm looking at it, and it's like 2 a.m. at my house, and then I hear a knock at the door, at my front door, and I got up to check it, and that cat was like a special audio that like makes it really sound like somebody's like knocking on your door. And so I got up and checked the door, and nobody was there, and he like was playing it, and I had no idea that the door knock was coming through my headphones. It just sounded like it was. So he starts busting out laughing on stream, and it took me a minute to figure out what had happened. But then that ended up on like Ultimate Twitch Fails on YouTube and everything. Bad.
So wait, it was playing through your headset from the
alert? Picture that I clicked on. Like I thought it was a picture of a cat but it was actually like really hidden as like an audio thing.
Had hidden audio in the background. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
That's a good troll right there.
That was a good troll. Like I was like, because it was 2 a.m. I'm like, dude, I think somebody's at my door right now. This went on for like a little bit, and then I heard, because it like gets progressively louder. Started out kind of like quiet, then it got a little louder, and I was, wait, dude, somebody is at my door right now. It was bad.
That is interesting. Anybody else ever got trolled like that? Trolled by audio?
There's a user I know that he makes these edits of songs, like Maroon 5 songs where the killer's Mr. Brightside, and halfway through the song, like the music continues the same, but he replaces the vocals with like Smash Mouth All-Star, and then he goes and song requests them and streams. So for the first half of the song, it's just the normal like Maroon 5 song, and then all of a sudden it becomes a mashup of, Smash Mouth and that. I always thought that was at least kind of creative.
Okay. I think Smash Mouth is like almost the new Rickroll.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
The new generation, people are getting hit with it. I like it. Because I've heard that before, where it's just the All-Star song, and when it switches to and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop, and it just doesn't stop saying, and they don't stop coming. It's like, fuck, bro. That's how you do it, Song Quest. Oh, Song Quest great, isn't it?
I had to stop doing it. It was just nothing but troll songs. Ever.
Yeah.
All I ever got.
I never allowed it. Oh,
it's never good.
People's music. No, nobody.
I do at the end of the night on my streams, like when I'm washing dishes, I just turn on song requests and let chat go crazy. Let them play music while I wash dishes, and it makes time go by. And they request a lot of Baby Shark, which I'm not a big fan of.
Oh my god.
Past Baby Shark, I think everything else is pretty alright. Some days we have a lot of metal, some days we have a lot of rap. It's just a mix.
It's like one of those things where somebody's like, oh, he has song requests on. I can request music I like. Let's fucking annoy him instead.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Let's make him take away this option for us.
Yeah, right?
Fine.
Let's get shitty with it.
Like, I was like, I'm going to give you all a chance.
What about have you guys ever had problems with TTS? I've been thinking about doing TTS during video games, but I'm so afraid of just like,
It's a problem. TTS will show you who's the absolute most immature person is. It'll if somebody has been hanging out for months and months and months and seems fine, you'll find out how immature they are with text-to-speech, and you'll be like, ooh, I actually don't like you. So I advise against.
I think that was the way I dumped the N-word on stream the first time. I was using TTS.
That's like, if you advertise you have text-to-speech, you'll attract everybody who's 12 that wants to hear a robot say the N-word, I swear. Everybody.
Every single person in the
Every
history
single
of all comes.
I can get it to say the N-word!
There's some type
It's
of
like-
website out there that tells people.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or a 50-digit number.
That will
Those
fun.
people say the N word.
545.
Yeah, I use text to speech, but I have mine moderated to a certain point. It doesn't read emotes or numbers or symbols, and it's just like literally when you advertise text to speech, people just come in and they spam 7 and W and open bracket and close bracket, and it's like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, 7 trillion.
Yeah.
Oh,
How is that? Has it been funny once? I mean, talking about it is funny because me thinking that somebody thinks it is funny is funny.
It's funny. Thank you.
Me
I,
thinking you think it's
thought that I
funny
was
is
having.
actually hilarious. Like, really? That's what you're laughing at? I don't know.
I've actually timed somebody out for giving me money for you doing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, later.
I've banned people who've donated more than $50 before. If you're an annoying, shitty person, money doesn't make up for that.
Oh yeah, I lost a dude who made some horrible joke, big bit, a lot of money on it. It's like, oh, that you gotta go. Like,
Yeah.
Money doesn't excuse being an asshole.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, it's not worth it to have that shit around either for like other people in your community.
Exactly.
No. And when what people don't understand is if you allow that negativity, there's so many people in your channel that don't want to have to hear or remember about your shitty jokes that trigger stupid memory. You're vibing out. You're not here to have knucklehead throw his stupid joke in your face, and then they say, "Oh, I'm just joking." And you're like, "Well, you're just banned."
You're just banned.
Just banned.
You're just shitty. Yeah, text to speech brings out the most immature. It'll bring out the immaturity in people that you like. That's why I don't like it, because I'm like, damn, that guy's cool, but now I'm like, fuck, that guy's not actually cool.
Right.
It's one of those, but I have to use it when I drive because there's no safe way to do it. But I think we were talking about song requests. That's another one where that's when you get all the Baby Shark requests. He's like, ha ha ha, I'm gonna annoy you, and you either have to listen to this and be annoyed or click next, and it's like, why are we doing this? Why is this a thing? I don't know. But I think Htooms said it before. I don't want to listen to your shitty music.
I can't stand
no offense, but I have the best taste in music.
Right.
Everything I listen to is amazing. Everything that you guys listen to sucks. I'm sorry. You listen to
Exactly.
trash music. What I like is amazing.
I agree. I love Cewpins music when I don't have to listen to it.
Yeah. And I honestly, when I do music in my channel, I put on a nothing play. It's not. I don't listen to my favorite music, but I put on something that I don't have to focus on, and I don't have to worry about. Oh, I don't really like the song. I've heard it too many times. I want to hit next. I just put on something that's just so nothing in the background that I don't have to really worry about it. Sometimes I'll get into it, but a lot of the times I just like background music, and I don't want to have to worry about the music, and I don't want anybody to have to worry about it. I got the next 6 hours of music picked out. Why don't you just focus on chatting? But in a just chatting stream, I find that a lot. Some people want to come in and they think it's like a just DJ stream where now I'm listening to music, I have input now, play this song. And then people get mad. It's like, dude, I just joined your channel. I want to listen to this song. Why don't you want to play it? But it's like, it's not about you coming in here and picking a song. It's about us hanging out.
Right.
Let's hang out. What's up?
Chilling.
Do you go into a Minecraft stream and go, oh, nah, dude, I want to see you play Fortnite, bro. Let's fucking do it.
Actually, people do that to me all the time. They come in, they're like, are you going to play iRacing? When are you going to play iRacing?
Apex.
I'm not. Now, each time you ask, it's going to be another hour until I play it.
The same rule also applies to people who ask for mod. Except that it's 3 years every time
It's
you
3
ask.
years every time.
3 years. Asking for mod is weird because why are you asking? Who wants that responsibility?
Yeah,
True.
why do you want to be mod that bad? That makes it scary.
It's
Wait,
Htooms, did the guy that troll you? Did he ask to be mod?
Well, here's when I
Because
first
that's
started
why they
streaming-
ask. They ask so they can
No.
change your fucking title in the middle of the stream and have people ask you about the broken chair.
Yep.
I think he thought either he was high, I don't know, but that was one of the most infuriating nights of my life on stream, man. Every person, I was about to throw my chair through the window. It was just.
Then it would have been broken.
You should have done it, dude. That was cool.
Well, when I first started
Then it
streaming,
would've
I didn't really understand like Twitch at all. I modded almost everybody in my channel. I was just like, oh, I don't really understand mods, so I just thought it was funny. Like I had 50 followers and 50 mods, but that got really bad real quick because I didn't realize how much control they had.
I've been there before where like my chat's all just I have a handful of mods, just people that have been watching my stream for a long time, and some other streamers, but sometimes that's all the people in my stream at the time, and you'll just pop in and it'll be 7 mods and then one person who's not mod, and you're like, everybody's got a sword but me. I don't feel fucking safe here.
Right?
Yeah, it's true. And everybody has like the VIPs and the swords, and now you got there's a
Yeah, sometimes mod walls can be intimidating for sure.
yeah, for sure. I cut my stream down. I like to have 4 or 5, maybe 1 or 2 active. You know, not a lot, because I literally my whole chat used to just be mods. Like, so that's it.
I mostly need mods for when I'm driving, and I find when I'm sitting at my desk doing my smoking stream, I'm usually quicker than the mods that are hanging out. No offense, it's just like
Well, yeah.
I'm 100% in my stream. Like they might be doing something else or hanging out, so it's
Right.
like it's
I'm
good
sorry,
to have
Q,
mods.
all right? I'm sorry.
Well, no offense to anybody. It's like one of those things where I'm like, I feel bad asking anybody to be a mod because I'm like, here's responsibility. Now you have
Right.
duties. Now you got to look
Well,
for
you know,
shitheads.
That's why I made sure to ask my mods. I'm like, like what I'm looking for out of a mod, right? Is somebody that's gonna like be there to like work when they're there hanging out and just do the shout outs and do all this, you know what mods do. And they've been good. The ones I've had so far have been great. So
Oh yeah, I have great mods, but it's one of those things. Like I feel bad about asking people, so like
Yeah,
I don't have like
you
a lot
do.
of new mods, and I think that's something that I might need to just have a new mod every once in a while because you get new viewers and new consistent viewers, and some people
Yep.
become less consistent. I don't know. I was thinking
When
about
you
that the other day.
Do you guys ever demote your mods? They come back in, they're like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Well, I haven't really seen you in 3 months," and like, shit, you know?
I wiped out all of mine.
Yeah.
I demoted a couple where I'm like, I actually don't know who you are.
Yeah.
Like, did you change your username? Like, what
Wow.
happened? I did
Or
a
they changed
slash
their
mod
name.
list or whatever. Yeah, and I'm like, I modded this person, so I've demodded people in that regard. But I think I just have like a long list. Like my brother's a mod in here, and it's like I don't know. I don't need to. He doesn't watch all the time, but if he's in here, he'll do some mod stuff. I don't know.
Let's ban the brother right now. Let's see what.
Let's
he says.
ban him.
Do you think he would notice? Oh,
I don't
he
know.
would.
I don't know. I don't know. He's a good dude. He probably know. He pops in every now and then. He streams sometimes, but like not consistent or anything. I wish he would stream more.
I have a question for all those streamers. How do you guys use your VIPs? I haven't really incorporated it into my stream yet. I mean, I have 2, you know, just because like I just don't know how to use it.
I just charge $1,000 for the badge.
See, I'm thinking about charging.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
$1,000 for the badge?
That's pretty cheap, honestly.
That's pretty
Really,
good,
I think the
actually.
going rate's at least 50.
T
Yeah,
Gomez charged
So short,
1,000. T Gomez. Okay.
I don't know because sometimes I have VIPs in my chat and then somebody that's not a VIP in my chat, and I'm like, honestly, that person might deserve it more than the person that has the badge. So I really don't have like a set specific way. I think I'm actually maxed out right now to where like anytime I want to add somebody, I scroll through and go, whose name have I not seen? All right, fuck you. This person's not VIP anymore. Now you can be. But I don't know. Does anybody have a set method for it? That's a good question for VIPs.
I never used the feature. I don't know.
I was to say some people don't use it at all.
From what I've heard, the way that people are supposed to look at VIPs are people who've helped you get from like being a nothing streamer to affiliate and from affiliate to partner. And the people that regular, you know, they're day after day, week for week, those are your VIPs. The people that are going to constantly show up, constantly, you know, holding the community together and stuff like that. I know it's kind of different when you also have to put mod on top of that. So it's kind of a weird dynamic. But once somebody told me that, I was like, that kind of does make sense.
That's a good idea. So would you VIP somebody without them knowing and just let them come in and see it?
For me, I VIP people based off of merit, so I do it without them knowing, and then they come in and they see it, and then they're like, "Oh, Pog," you know. It's a little different than mod because you don't necessarily have any responsibility, yet you have the features of being.
Right.
One other thing is if you do like a subscriber only broadcast, VIPs will be able to see it also in addition to moderators and subs. So that's another good thing to give it out for. Like if you plan to have like maybe a viewing party or something where you wouldn't want the public to come fuck with it, basically, it might be a good thing to give it to your VIPs.
So wait, VIPs get sub-only streams? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
I didn't
get
know that.
access to sub only stream. Yeah.
Thank you for telling us that. Damn.
That's
knowledge.
good info. I didn't know that. I never had an
Yeah.
intention on using
The more you
sub
know.
only, but maybe now. Maybe now.
Now,
I
has
have
anybody
a,
got subscriber only?
No.
No, that's dangerous.
No, I put a tweet out about it when like they announced it, just to kind of feel out Twitter, see what they thought about it, and they didn't like it.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't that. I
They
would
did not
imagine
like
anyone
it
who's
at
not a
all.
sub won't like it.
Right.
I don't think a sub only stream is for me, but it's for other people probably, right?
I
Like
think
it
I
doesn't
wanna try
benefit
one.
everybody.
I think I
Yeah.
want to piss my audience off. I'm gonna try one just to see what it does.
But
For me,
hypothetically,
I was looking at it. A viewer views it differently than the streamer. For me, I'm viewing it as it's a perk for my sub, but other people are viewing it as, oh, just
An
since I don't give
exposure.
you money, I'm not good enough to. It's like
Exactly.
not what I'm saying.
I think if you do one or like a one-off, it has to be a special out-of-schedule stream, maybe where you don't
Yeah,
just
you don't-
gate one of your regular ones. We like
Yeah,
right,
bonus
absolutely.
sub-only stream, but I
'Cause
think
I
there's
just
some people
mentioned-
out there that could just if hypothetically you're a super celebrity, you could just start a stream in sub-only mode and never stream out of it, and you're gonna
Right.
get more viewers than tons of people
Right.
because you're famous. But then you just
Well,
get that money up front. You don't have to count on donations or worry about it. You just, you have 1 million fucking subs because everybody wants to watch a Kardashian on Twitch or some shit like that. Like, who knows?
They're coming. They're
Something.
all coming.
I
They're all
know.
coming.
I
They're
I go
all
back
coming.
and forth on whether I think it's good or bad for dollar stream. Like more celebrities come to Twitch. I know it helps Twitch grow and become more
What's good for
popular.
us, I think.
I think
but
it's
also-
good. I think more exposure to the platform in general is good.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well, that's
it's hard
bring
to
out
say.
Dude.
But it's like if John Stamos starts streaming and all my viewers go watch him, it's just like he's got a better stream than me. And it could have been anybody, you know?
I
I think of
what'll
it a lot
happen-
like. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think because there's like Twitch is still small. Like if we can get more celebrities, like if we can get another like if a Kardashian comes, that's like 50 million people are gonna come, and like they're not always gonna hang out with the Kardashians. I mean, that's 50 million. You know, they have huge numbers. Like they can they can literally double Twitch, just one person, like the viewership.
He's
It's
not
like-
lying.
The people are, and then once they see it's free money over here, I mean, you print money over here on Twitch.
Wait,
Well, not us, but other people.
you're printing money?
Yeah,
That's
just-
against TOS, bro.
That's a good alarm.
You just flex. You get those biddies, you know. You know they're coming from those biddies, guys.
Oh, man. It's interesting,
Regarding-
though. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. Regarding the just going back to the VIP thing, the way I'm doing mine is I have a currency in my channel. It's a Juhlopy currency, and that you just earn over time from watching. Every 5 minutes you get 5. They're called stars. You get 5 stars, and then people can cash those stars in for different rewards or whatever. And VIP is one of those things. So, but it's like one of the highest ones. You have to be there and earn a lot to be able to like. So in that way, that person probably deserves a VIP anyway, if they've been there that long and earned that many currency points
Yeah, I like
in your
it.
channel. It's
Okay.
just a way, another way to do it.
Yeah, I think maybe we'll keep on that topic of the VIPs. For me, some of my VIPs are just people that have helped me in a way that nobody else could have, or they just provided me some sort of assistance where I'm just like, fuck, that's some homie shit. Somebody did some work for me or put in some time doing some research that I know took hours. It's like that's some VIP shit. But some of my VIPs are consistent viewers that are just always there and always hanging out. Some of my VIPs are very inconsistent. They just watch every once in a while. Sometimes I'll like forget somebody's a VIP. I haven't seen him in so long. And I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? You know, but I remember making him from some shit they did. So I don't have like a set format for it, but maybe working on one would help. And I think you guys have given me some ideas on that, like the currency or like what Ooze was saying, people that help you get to the next level. Because honestly, some viewers put in more work than other viewers. Some people want to see you succeed. I've had viewers, go to other channels and tell other streamers, hey, you need to go check out this guy, and I think you would like him. And there's different levels of where it could get spammy if somebody's going into 20 chats and saying, watch my friend. I had somebody come in last night and they were like, go watch this channel. This dude's playing some anime and doing dabs or whatever. And then, like, I'm just sitting here like, is this how you think you promote a channel? Like, you just go into any similar channel and then post a little ad for yourself? I don't know.
I keep getting the whispers. Have you guys started getting any of the whispers? People
Bro, I
just,
get so many weird ones.
For like the bots, or like
the
the
bots and
yeah,
stuff,
the
like
bots.
Yeah.
advertising for channels and stuff. It's
You know what I've been
what's that
getting at?
about?
I think it's pretty smart. You see what Cewpins did? I think the smaller streamers are figuring out. They'll come in and they create fake accounts promoting themselves, and then they'll come in and apologize the next day, like, "Oh, I'm so sorry somebody came in and spammed your channel." Well, how would they know? Like, how would they know that person is spamming, right? And I've been getting a lot of that. Like, I'm sorry this person spammed your channel yesterday. I'm a streamer. Oh, okay. Well, okay.
You will never hear me say that message because I do not have time to know if somebody's in your chat spamming you, right?
That's crazy. I've never had someone do that. That's crazy.
Yeah, we get it all the time.
But I mean, some people do really put in the work and know that some streamers would make a good interaction. Like, HeyGuys messaged me about Juhlopy and Self-Destruct in here, I'm pretty sure. And it's like, I wouldn't have known specifically, but, you know, somebody came to, she's not necessarily like a viewer that hangs out regularly, but that's like something that a viewer would do, just kind of helping you make a connection with somebody that they know that you would probably hang out with or get along with, and that communities would cross over. Because I know when I raid Juhlopy, people want to hang out. You know, when you raid somebody and nobody follows and nobody says anything in chat, you're like, damn, I raided the wrong streamer or whatever. So I try to find the people where I'm like, okay, this is the vibe I'm feeling. Let's see if I can push you guys over here. So people helping me find those connections of streamers that would have overlapping communities. I don't know. It sucks when you raid a channel and like you just nothing happens. I'm like, damn, there was literally like a dozen people just talking to me and they're not saying a word to this person. I feel bad. Like I should have sent them somewhere else and then I could have just hung out here, but I don't know. I try to find overlapping communities. I think everybody here, when I raid, or if I have raided you, it's usually been like, hey, let's hang out for a little bit, because that's where I want to hang out. What's up?
I always appreciate the raids. Thank you, Cewpins.
Yeah, the raids are. That's the thing. Some people, you'll raid and you'll get no reaction at all. Like, I've raided people sometimes with like 30 people, 40 people, and then they're like, oh, hey man, thanks for the raid, and then that's it. Just
what?
It's like
I've definitely had that.
Savage. On raid.
I make a mental note usually. I'll make a mental note like I might never raid you again, or we'll give it another shot. Like not like you have to have a certain reaction, but if you don't want the raid, it's like if you didn't appreciate it, I want to find somebody who's gonna appreciate it, because I just fucking streamed for 6 hours, bro. I'm trying to send all my homies into a cool spot.
And you can make somebody's night with a raid.
So if you're watching this and I fucking raid your channel, you better go fucking wild, or I will never do it again, ever.
Stand up, dance, do it all.
Oh man.
Yeah, I almost spit my water.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know. I've had one where the person didn't see the raid alert because there was something going on. I don't know, but I don't know. Sometimes stuff happens, but. It sucks when somebody's not stoked about the raid. But like you said, where they look over and like, oh, raid, what's up? And they just get right back to it. And you're like, damn, bro, I just doubled your viewership. What's up? Can you be excited? Can you be...
Have you guys ever missed a dono and like saw it the next day and you're just like, oh shit. I send messages out. I feel so bad.
Mm-hmm. Streamlabs gets me all the time. The mobile app fucks up all the time. If you've ever streamed mobily, they update it every 3 days to make it worse on purpose. I don't know what they're doing, but they're like, hey, let's see if we can just fuck it up a little bit more. Here's a new update. And I seriously, like, for months was just going without alerts, and like you would just hear it later in chat, like, hey, this person donated. And I literally had to add donation alerts in chat. So now I have, like, my Streamlabs bot will say, this person donated, because Streamlabs itself wasn't giving me the alert, but the bot can fucking figure out how to say a chat alert about it.
Are you able to make it sound when you're streaming from your phone?
Excuse me?
Like the alert?
Like noise alerts, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because mine can will pop up on the screen, but a lot of times I'll miss it if I'm look up.
It doesn't make a sound for you.
But it doesn't ever make a sound for me on the Streamlabs app. I have not been able to figure that out.
You gotta make
volume
sure
turned
that it's
on?
like volume all the way up. Yeah, the volume's like number one thing. If you want to test it, go to the Streamlabs app, and then you can send test alerts. Open up your app, and then you'll actually see the feedback.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think on the phone app you can mute them, because you can mute Streamlabs alerts through the website, but I think you can mute them on the phone, so it might even be toggled on mute.
Oh, okay.
Which is possible. But yeah, it should be something that you hear, but I think it's like if you're using an Android, it's your media volume or whatever that would have to be all the way up. I don't know.
It honestly could be.
And for me, it'll break halfway through. Like I'll be streaming for, I don't know, I do a 3-4 hour driving stream, and after some alerts go through, I might have like a lag spot or something. I don't know what causes it, but it'll just stop giving alerts, and like things will happen, but there'll just be no alert that comes through. So I usually have to refresh the alerts or whatever. I open up the editor or whatever the overlay is, and then I just open it up and then okay it or whatever, and that refreshes everything on the screen.
Yeah.
And that'll sometimes bring it back. But it's like, it's fucking weird. Like it never works. I think more people need to do mobile streams so mobile streaming apps start to work better, because you have more people than just me complaining about it not working. I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I'm working on like making a community-based IRL wiki. So everybody in the IRL community who does any type of streaming, whether it be on desktop or IRL mobile, can put in the collective information and kind of share it. Right now, I kind of have it in the beta stages, but I should be releasing it within the next week or so. And so, you know, everybody here can contribute towards it, or, you know, take information from it and use it towards your streams as far as IRL and everything like that.
Great idea.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah, it should be really helpful, because in my entire experience, I went from streaming from a phone to making my own IRL backpack that's less than $600 with less than $100 in data cost a month for a 3-SIM setup. These things are possible. It's just the information isn't necessarily out there and open. So kind of having all of this information in a collective spot so that people that are in the Twitch IRL community, I think, would be really, really helpful. So I'm trying to work on that.
Hell yeah.
And that's what's up. It takes more people doing things to discover new problems or new obstacles to cover, and you creating that backpack or a similar setup for a low cost is amazing. And I'm like,
I think you're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, you're cutting
Am
out
I?
a little bit right there. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. I don't know, but that it's very interesting that you can recreate technologies or recreate a certain setup. I like the setup that you have going with your action cam and what you use in the kitchen. I think it's really interesting, and I think the more people that do different types of streaming, it just brings more attention and it brings more problems or obstacles to conquer with that. So you just come up with new ideas and new things. So that wiki that you mentioned is interesting. Anybody that does any IRL streaming, do you have a link to that you could post in chat or something?
Right now, it's like in the beta stages. It's not even anything as far as usable. It's just like really in the works. But within the week or so, I'll have something. So, you know, I guess like either follow Cewpins, follow me at Oozebrood, and, you know, if you want updates, because I definitely talk about it a lot on stream. Talk a lot about the setup in general.
Okay, yeah. And that's interesting. The more people involved, the more people doing it, the more information that we get, and it helps. I don't know, does anybody else here do any mobile streaming? I know like a few of us do, or some people do sometimes. Does anybody stream from a phone? Shally?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes if I'm outside, if I find like cool spots. I've done it once or twice now, but like different spots around my home too. Just I like streaming mobily. It kind of saves a lot more time and like getting prepared, and it's kind of more relaxing. I don't know. I enjoy it. You can still be yourself with it.
It's definitely interesting. Anybody else? Juhlopy?
I've noticed that streaming on IRL on your, I have a way more relaxed vibe.
Is he cutting out too?
I might
It might be
be.
tiny bit, yeah.
Sorry about that. I noticed that I'm just way more relaxed. It's a way more relaxed vibe when you do like a phone stream. It's like all professionalism just goes out the window. because I'm all about like all of that like stupid goofy scenes on my stream, everything. So it's all technical crazy stuff, and then I go to these streams, I'm like, there's no work, I'm just setting the camera up, I'm just gonna chill. I don't want to have to like feel the pressure to do anything, and most of the time those end up being my favorite streams because we get to just connect and talk and laugh, and it's a blast. I like those streams a lot better, honestly, than gaming, because you're distracted with gaming, you know, depending on what you're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely used to feel it.
So does anybody have trouble doing something out of the ordinary on their stream where you consistently play one game, but you want to play another and nobody watches, or everybody's like, can you not play this? Can you play something else? I know we were talking a little bit about it, but does anybody have that? I think there's a question about it in chat. Feel streaming other games that kind of hinders anything? Does anybody feel that? Like, personally, for me, I'll give an example. I do mostly just chatting streams. So when I do gaming streams, typically I'll have about half the viewership, which it depends on the game, but it'll mean over the course of a stream, maybe less people than average would follow, less people would chat than average. You just get lower numbers across the board on everything. Does anybody consider that when they want to play something new or not do it? Like World of Warcraft Classic came out for me recently. I played that when it came out originally. It's one of my favorite games of all time, but I just know I do mostly just chatting when I play a game. It's just like kind of slows down my growth as a streamer, my channel growth in general. Does anybody else feel that with certain games, or does anybody battle with
Absolutely.
that? Like, I want to play WoW all day, every day, but like, shit, I gotta make that money, and I gotta grow that stream, and I gotta get those new YouTube subs, and I don't know.
I think, I mean, ultimately, I guess you probably want to attract a viewer that likes all the types of content that you want to do. I can get why there's pressure to probably stick to like one thing that you're known for or like good at or whatever. But I guess ultimately it just depends on whether or not you value like growth over like being able to completely do whatever you want on your stream. I kind of do like a little bit of everything on my stream and probably would do better if I stuck with one thing, but I'd rather just stream the stuff I want to stream, and then whatever kind of audience there is for something like that is fine. Like maybe I'm not supposed to be grown to a certain point yet. Like I'm going to do the things that I want to do. And I think as soon as I felt trapped in like one thing, streaming wouldn't be as fun for me because I wouldn't feel like free.
Right.
I agree.
That's
Okay.
yeah, that's 100% how I feel.
Just having the ability to do whatever you want and not worrying about. I mean, there's certain things that I'm doing are just naturally going to get less viewership, so it's like you can't count on everything being your best stream or your biggest stream. Does anybody have anything they want to do in the future on a stream? Any like big plan or like a crazy idea where you're like, damn, I want to do that one day, stream on a fucking yacht or do something? Does anybody have any big plans or any big ideas?
I want to delve into some of that. Role playing. Either I don't know. I just think but that's not
Like the
that much.
GTA role playing or what?
Yeah, kind of like our friend Influx, or the next big role playing comes out because the GTA world's so saturated. There's only so many times you can, run somebody over in the car. It seems like it's that world, the GTA world's already kind of done with it. So I want to try to jump in on the next big role playing game, whatever that's going to be.
Okay. If there's another wave of a game of the role, are there any other games right now that people are doing it, like Minecraft or anything?
I think Minecraft a little bit.
I love Minecraft.
That might be the wave, bro.
Oh, maybe. Are we
What if
going?
you started right now? What if you cause the wave? If you make a big old Htooms splash over there on some RP, and everybody goes, "Damn, I want to hang out with this guy role playing on Minecraft. Everybody else role playing sucks, but this guy's killing." What if you started the wave, bro?
Let's try it. Maybe we'll go do this.
Let's try it. Nice. Anybody dabbing right now?
Just took a big dab.
Dude, your room is awesome, by the way.
Dude, thanks. I just actually got this light tonight. We
What?
just got it today off Amazon.
That's
yeah,
cool
it's
as
the
hell.
Fucking clutch on the lighting, right?
first- Loving it.
He could have had shit lighting for this show.
Super dope.
I feel bad coming on here with just a green wall behind me, but I don't know what else to do.
Infinite potential, man. What are you talking about?
Infinite potential. All right, real quick, everybody. On a scale of 1 to 10. Hi, how you doing? How high are you? On a scale of 1 to 10. I get asked all the time. I never actually have an answer. I can't numerically associate how high I am on a scale at all.
It could always be more.
Yeah, right? I'll never get to a 10, and if I do, I'm asleep.
Right.
I won't be able to tell you about it. Where we at, guys? I need some numbers. I know Htooms is a 0.
0.0.
He's a 0 on weed, but he's like still 10 out of 10 high on life right now, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm finishing up our artwork for the stream. I got you guys all memorialized.
Oh
my God.
What?
Wait, I gotta enlarge this. Hang on. Is it done?
Well, I've shown you guys. Well, no, I'm still working on it. But
Okay, we're getting it.
Dad with all his squares. Look at his panel. All I see are the squares on his channel. If you look behind him, he has these beautiful angles. So Dad's in the middle. He's running it right down the middle. Then we got District over on the right. Look at those heart glasses. Cewpin, we're working on you. We got to put some more bongs.
Okay.
We got Ooze with the light and the beard. We got Shally, and we got the flag.
Nice.
My Puerto Rican flag.
I like how Juhlopy looks like the gingerbread man.
Yeah.
I like
pretty
that.
tasty.
I
I
like
am
that.
pretty tasty.
So this is kindergarten art with Htooms.
I like that. Damn. All right, what did everybody else draw? Show. Damn, nobody? Damn. I thought we were all doing.
This is a drawing stream. What?
Oh shit! I forgot to mention that we were all supposed to draw each other.
Oh no.
I'm memorialized you guys.
Right now.
Oh, she's ready. She's got the pens. I like it. So, anybody take any edibles recently?
Yes.
Edibles mess me up. I can't do them.
Wait.
Any amount of edibles?
I've been on
Everyone
an
that I've
edible
had
kick.
just
You been on a
Put me in
kick,
a different
Alchemist?
world.
Oh yeah.
Talk to me about what you've been getting, cause we buy the same shit. Like,
I just grabbed a 1,000 milligram Incredibles bar. I've been eating like 100 milligrams, 200 milligrams a day. I've been liking it, dude.
There you go.
It's like chill. It's not bad.
yeah, and it's nice when you get that big ol' 1,000 milligram bar, cause you don't have to worry about eating the whole thing. You can just get your little piece and get high.
Yeah, a little square.
I don't want to have to eat 10 cookies and brownies and gummies and shit.
Exactly.
Some of the doses are too small. What about you, Shally? You get any stuff from the dispensary? Any samples?
I have gotten a few, but I think the coolest thing I made was the culottes. I made like 150 milligram culottes with
How-
keef.
How do you make that?
So you get a gram of keef, and then you decarb it. And so you want to make sure that like the keef that you get, whether it's like, well, actually, I think it was a half a gram. Yeah, I think half a gram was equating to like 30% of what it should be, and so it should have been like 300 milligrams for the whole half gram. So yeah, so I divided that into that, and so it equated to like about 150 milligrams or so, maybe a little bit higher, because I don't know how much it was actually, but it was about like 30%, and so it ended up being pretty lit, and it felt kind of nice. I was like, but now we're gonna try to do like 500, so there's gonna be that.
Nice.
I can't wait.
That sounds super dope.
But
Have you
yeah,
ever
yeah.
tried putting soy lecithin in anything as far as like edibles?
What does that do?
It breaks down fat in your stomach faster, and so fat's what is combined with the THC and the CBD, and so it breaks it down faster, and so it makes it harder.
The surfactant, it makes a miso with the cannabinoid.
Wait,
You
what?
said you
Bill
wanted
Nye?
to hear big words.
Wait,
man.
Bill Nye.
Bill Nye?
I wanted to throw some at you, man. That's all. That's all. Like,
I don't even, wait, what did he say though? I didn't know what I heard.
it's a surfactant. It like reduces the surface tension. What it does is you get like There's like a non-polar and a polar region around. It's how soap works. It's
I
where
think
you
we found the
can
most highest person on the server.
I'm telling you,
The
man.
highest IQ, bro. Keep going.
This is like so this is how soap works. You get what's it called? Fatty acids. You put them in a base. This is what happens. You get like a polar region and a non-polar region. So if you put like butter on your hand, you can like soak it on there. It'll make like a little ball around there. Basically, the non-polar regions will get soaked by the polar regions. The polar regions will get like soaked around by the non-polar regions. It like cancels each other out pretty much, so the water can absorb it up. And that's what happens is you make these little micelles, and it makes it more bioavailable. That's what the it's called an emulsion. That's how emulsions happen. It's a emulsification agent, I guess is what you could say to simplify it.
Breaking down the sign.
To nerd it out, I don't know.
So about the polar regions.
Yeah, polar and non-polar. This man knows dipole moments. That's what he's talking about right there.
All I can think of were polar bears when you.
So,
Hell yeah,
Alchemist,
man.
you agree though with the lecithin then?
Dude, I agree. I mean, I got a jar in the cabinet, dog.
Oh shit, dude. So you make the edibles with it? I see that ingredient
Yeah,
on stuff.
yeah.
Nice. And it just makes the edibles work better?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Alchemist, you living up to that username, man. I appreciate that.
He's actually an alchemist, guys. This is not a joke.
Loving you guys. Loving it back. I got to peace out though. I got to cut a little early. I got work early in the mornings. Gotta
No
get up in the
worries,
lab
dude.
and
It's all love.
distill
So,
the CBD.
real quick, if you got to bounce, why don't you just tell us all what you stream, when you stream it, where we can find you?
Yo, yeah. Alchemist710 on Twitch, where I'm streaming. I'm gonna get Gears of War 5. I'm gonna buy
Shout
it
out,
tomorrow.
mods.
Me and the homies are gonna run it through. 3-person co-op. Other than that, we play mostly CS:GO. Play a little bit of Apex. Juhlopy, you trying to play
Yeah.
sometime? Maybe you can carry me around a little
I'm
bit.
down,
show
man.
Me, show me the ropes. I haven't played in a while.
As long
so-
as you got a backpack I can fit into, then
Oh yeah,
we're good to go.
it's big enough for you, baby. All right. Yeah, pretty much just CS:GO and Gears of War and just chatting. So love you guys so much. Thanks for chilling. Appreciate the
Yeah,
invite,
and
Cewpins.
thanks for
Love
hanging
having
out.
it, man. Yeah, everyone, beautiful people. Love you guys so much.
Guys,
Have
go
a
check
good
out
night, man.
Alchemist710 if you haven't. And he lives in my city. We're going to do that IRL collab pretty soon. So
Oh, dude, we need to make it happen.
we'll figure it out. We'll do hoverboards around the CBD lab with some brooms or something. We'll
Oh,
figure it out.
dude, it's going down. They won't like it, but
They won't like it,
We'll-
but
we'll
cope.
make it happen.
Awesome, dude. Thank you for hanging
All
out.
right. You have a great night. Thank you so much.
See
Pleasure to
you
meet you,
later,
Alchemist.
my dude. So that was the scientific breakdown on some shit right now. Like, did you guys know that I was gonna call upon a scientific expert for some of the shit we're gonna be talking about tonight?
That was amazing.
Wow, that was an amazing guest. Holy crap.
Cool dude. He makes some CBD stuff, and he lives in my city, so I'm trying to get some of that stuff.
Fucking get his edibles, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I need to. Maybe we'll do a cooking with Alchemist stream or something pretty soon. I don't know. That would be cool.
You gotta do it.
Got to. Let's
Can you
see.
Please do it in an
Sleep
RV
beside
out in the
you?
desert.
RV out in the desert. Jesse,
Please.
damn it.
That's what the new Netflix Breaking Bad movie is.
Well, so I'm gonna do this. I haven't actually ever done this before. Let's see if we can take any questions from chat for any guest on the show. Does anybody have a general question or a specific question for a specific guest where you're just like, damn it, Oozebrood, where did you get that fucking shirt, bro? Like, does anybody have anything super specific or super generic they want to ask? I don't know. Does any of the guests hanging out have a question they want to ask anybody? Feel free to throw it out there.
Know where Oozebrood got that shirt.
I actually do. That was a real question from me.
I've had it for over like 12 years now. It's ancient. It glows in the dark too. It has glow in the dark print on it. So in the dark, it kind of glows still. It's pretty cool.
Nice. And I see HeyGuys is popping in the chat. She mentioned she might want to pop on the show while guests are asking some questions here. Is that what's happening? Oh, Morwin has a question. Can we hear about the first time you've been high? Let's go through the list on that. Let's go through the list. Yeah, hey guys, if you just want to pop in the Discord, I'll drag you in and I'll send you the link for where we are.
We love Hey Guys.
But DTL, tell us about the first time that you were ever high. It was probably like 4 weeks ago, right? You just started?
Oh yeah, yesterday. The first time I got high, was on my 18th birthday. I remember I was in the back of a roller rink, believe it or not, a disco roller rink, and I got on the speech from my friends that I was a man now, and that I should take a hit, and I was like, and I looked at it, and previously to that, I was like kind of a goody goody and never wanted to do drugs. I'd kind of bought into the whole, like, because I was a good student and all, so I'd been taught in school, hey, drugs are bad. And here are these guys that I hung out with smoked every single day, and they seemed fine. So I was like, all right, pass it. And yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I know I urinated on myself that night that happened. So unfortunately, yeah, I was walking home, and yeah, I didn't get the keys open in time, and I was high, and it happened.
That's that good shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty much.
Nice. How about self-destruct? Did you get high in the back of a roller rink? I want to do that now. Shit. Fuck.
No, I wish it would have been in a disco roller rink. That sounds incredible. Kind of like detail though. I was kind of one of those people that was always sort of like, but drugs are bad, and like I believed that, and I believed that cannabis was a drug or whatever. And it wasn't until I had roommates that smoked that I ended up smoking, and it didn't take until probably the 6th or 7th time. Like seriously, I was like, what's the big deal? Like, it's not working. And then like it finally clicked. I remember feeling like I couldn't like keep my body from floating out of the chair. Like I got that high. And I remember stealing a bag of hot fries from somebody and eating the entire thing. And I felt really guilty about that. But yeah, that was my first experience. And I was like, damn, that's so wild. And here we are.
I thought you were topless for a second. Hey guys.
Okay.
Can't be
guys.
the only one.
Hey,
No, it's so dark in hey guys, it's so dark in here that like I realized that progressively. I didn't deal with the ring light, and I was like, anyway, yeah, but no, it's light pink, very light pink. My dress, it's a dress. So thank you. I got suspended for wearing workout attire, so I definitely wouldn't risk doing something like that. Can you guys even hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really good.
You got banned for workout attire.
And she shouldn't have been
Yeah.
banned for that workout attire. What a bunch of BS that
Right.
was, hey guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for.
All right, so real quick, because you just popped on,
Okay.
why don't you give us a quick introduction on yourself and tell us a little bit about your stream so we can introduce you to anybody who doesn't know.
Okay. Thank you for the introduction. Sorry, I'm really late, you guys. I said I would try to stop by at the end because my self-destruct is here for the first time. I know I wanted to be here for him and see all you guys too. I'm Hey Guys, and you might know me from my emote Hey Guys, and I started streaming after I left Twitch. I worked at Twitch, and then I started streaming about 8 months ago, and I do like all IRL content. And this week I'm going to LA and Vegas. So, Juhlopy, I need to message you about that.
Hell yeah.
Cewpins, can I just ask, am I supposed to mute something? You guys all have muted.
I muted you on appearing myself, but you could do it if you want. No
Okay,
worries.
my bad. What's this? I'm like appearing. What's whereby? What happened,
they
you guys?
changed their name to something that I don't get it. What does it mean? Whereby.
Whereby.
When you
They
say
changed their
appear in, I kind of get that I can appear somewhere, like you guys are all appearing here right now. But when you say whereby, I don't even know.
I don't know whereby. I didn't. At first, I was saying like whereby. I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe it is whereby. Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Listen, whereby. What does your name mean? Maybe it's like John Werby's website or something. Like it's his name. I don't know.
Definitely John Werribee.
Oh, I think we were asking people about their first time getting high. Now it's going down the line here. Does Oozebrood want to go next while he's showing us his chub?
Yeah, Cano Bliss Hazy IPA by Oscar Blues. One of my favorites. Really. First time I ever got high. So the first time I attempted to ever get high, I smoked some weed out of a receipt paper. That was really. I was like 16 years old or something like that. And then the first time I ever actually had an experience as far as like being high, I smoked spice, which, if you guys don't know, is fake weed, and it's terrible for you. I would never recommend it to anybody. And I took 2 hits out of a bong, and I literally astral projected out of my body. This shit was insane. Probably one of the most terrifying experiences I've ever had. I would not recommend it. I had side effects that lasted well over a week. So that was my first time experience.
Your first time was spice?
Yeah, I guess first time ever getting really high. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right?
I don't think that counts, though.
What? Oh my god! Doesn't count?
You did some other shit, bro. I'm talking about weed here, my guy. So when's the first time you ever smoked weed? Well, I did a bunch of heroin and wait, hang on. I'm talking about something else. Hang on. Okay, so your first non-synthetic.
I was like out of body. I was like, wow.
No, it was terrifying.
I've heard that's scary. I don't even know what it is, but I
Well,
think it's
the
different
first time was
every time you get it.
ganja with the receipt paper.
Okay, the receipt. I heard the receipt paper. And then
Yeah, the receipt paper was like my first experience.
I hope you
wasn't
got your
really
money
anything.
back.
Well, you smoked the receipt. Come on. How do you?
I mean, I didn't notice any noticeable differences afterwards, other than the receipt and the ink paper. You know, if I just lit that on fire and just inhaled the smoke, it would have been about the same.
Oh wow. So who who has a good one? Let's go with Juhlopy. Do you have a good first time?
Mine's not too great, honestly.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring. I
We'll
just
spice
I
it
was
up and lie a
crossfaded.
little.
I was crossfaded. Well, I was drinking the first time I smoked, so that kind of got me a little messed up. I don't think I had a good first experience, and I didn't smoke for a long time after that because it was just a bad experience. But the alcohol, I think, took over it. I think I remember just getting extremely sick. I drank way too much, so I don't really remember much of the high. I mean, I remember it. Like I remember, I was like, "Oh, okay, it's not as big a deal as I like been taught." You know, so
Do you remember
I
the
just
time
kept-
after that?
Yeah, it was later. It was actually for like anxiety.
Maybe
I
this
was
is a
just,
better.
like-
Real quick, let me rephrase the question. Maybe this is a better. What was the first like holy fuck I was so high experience? Like maybe you, 'cause
Oh,
sometimes
God.
people's first time getting high they didn't get high, so maybe that's not a good question. But like the first time you were like could remember like holy fuck I was so damn high I can't do this. Like do you have a story like that?
I do.
Okay, let's go with Hey Guys because she just popped on. She hasn't said a damn word yet. Let's hear from Hey Guys and we'll go out of order.
I think like you never forget it was my first time. I never forgot my first time. I will never be as high as my first time. You know what I mean? It's just like that's
I
the
guess
very
you've been
first
high.
time you get to experience that. I remember being so high. But like, you know, so my friend and I, we did it at my parents' house. They were like went out and like we I don't know. She got it somehow. Like we were super like, I don't know, like and I don't want to say how old, but we were like and then my mom came home and I was like we were just like eating food. We were like sitting on the kitchen, like we were so high. My parents came home, my mom was like, it smells like chicken. And we were like, okay, like we went out like sat on the porch, but she could smell something. Has anybody ever thought like weed smells like chicken? Because for some reason my mom thinks it smells like chicken. But yeah, that's yeah, she's like said it before, like that smells like chicken. So yeah, that
never
was
heard
my
that
first
once.
time I was super high. No, okay.
I had some moon rock that was chicken and waffle flavor before. But that's
It does have
Did
like
it
kind
smell
of
like
that
chicken?
smoky...
it did.
You
It
know-
smelled like syrup, honestly.
Wait,
it
what?
smelled.
What does a chicken smell like then? Hang on. We might have
Or it
different
smells
smelling
like,
chickens.
smells like we had cooked chicken.
Okay.
Right?
I'm just thinking
Yeah.
of chicken running around. I'm like, I don't even really know what that smells like. I don't even know. Because one of my neighbors has chickens, and I'm like, do I go across the street and smell it and
And
see if it
sniff
smells
it,
like
man.
that dank?
Yeah, do that.
Are you messing? You didn't know she meant like it smelled like we had cooked chicken.
I don't know. It doesn't smell like
Were you
chicken to
smoking
me.
like chicken bouillon? Like what the?
I've never had. I don't walk into a KFC and go, "Who's got that dank?" Like, well, some KFCs. There's in Colorado. They all
They
have
do
it.
have that dank.
They all have it. But maybe somewhere else. I don't know. It doesn't.
Wait, you don't do that?
I'm not
They all
thinking
do.
about weed in a chicken joint. I don't know. Or Popeyes. I should have said Popeyes. KFC isn't like.
Yeah,
It's
that-
the go-to because it's like easy to say and you just think of it. But Popeyes is way better, right? I don't know.
what if you sell weed in the Popeyes? Then you know, then you can cover both bases.
A bomb-ass
They
place.
they did CBD at I think it was a Carl's Jr. here. It was like one in Denver. It was like national news. It was like, oh, they're selling CBD sauce at fast food place. It was like one Carl's Jr. had 10 milligram CBD sauce that they like added onto it or something to your burger. But like, what if fast food
On the
places were able to?
burger.
Yeah, right on a burger. It was on 420, I think. It was just to make news. One of those things. They did it one day. I don't even know how many people got it or anything, but that's kind of interesting. I don't know. Chicken smells like that dang. So who's
So, yeah, sorry. Did somebody understand it? Nobody on here understood it, but
I've never. I don't know. I'm still thinking about
it kind
fried.
of has like a smoky smell, you know? Like, does
It
anybody see the
Maybe
correlation?
she did know, and she was just pretending because she didn't want to bust.
She had no idea.
Well, I
She
know
had no
for a
idea.
fact- well, I know
Thank
for a fact
God, because
terpenes that smell like
yeah,
smoke, and so that's actually a
yeah.
terpene smell. Is that
Uh-huh.
smoky smell? And so
Oh,
there's actually like cannabis. If you smell it, it smells like smoke. It's kind of weird.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure whatever we got wasn't like very good. Like, I think, I think it was from somebody's like, you know, home like plant or whatever. But it was still cool. It was fun. Now we're like so spoiled with all these amazing different kinds, you know.
As we should be.
Yeah, it's really incredible all the different stuff that's out there now.
I love all the options. What is everybody's favorite cannabis product? Anybody have a weird? Who loves the suppositories?
Whoa.
What?
Me, yeah.
Me?
If I can butt chug
All
it,
about 'em.
bring it on all day. Let's go.
Chug it, let's go.
Suppositories?
Oh, they're
Yeah,
the best.
yeah.
Hey guys, we're all doing them right now. You didn't get to.
Yeah.
And we all at the
Everybody
beginning of the
on
stream.
is doing
You're not cool
suppository.
unless you do.
You
Hey,
didn't
guys-
pick one up today?
You didn't do. Come on.
Oh, did I not
That's
send you the memo?
ridiculous.
Oh my
I didn't know.
Next time.
I'll have to do it, yeah. Or I'll just go do it right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's late at night. You don't want to, next time.
Okay.
Next time it's late.
Yeah,
Um,
Butt Chug is the top brand, I believe.
But sure.
Yeah.
What, Chuck?
It's the brand.
Did you just come up with that?
I read it in the chat. They may have just.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Good.
That
Whoever
knows.
wrote that in the chat is hilarious.
It's good shit. I think we were still actually on a question, right? Your first time
What's
getting
favorite
high?
product? No,
Oh,
favorite
damn.
product. You forgot your question.
Well, I thought we were before that. We were on your first time getting high. I don't think we got to everybody on the first.
You know
time getting high.
what? This is what I need to do on your show is come really late so that I'm not as high and like I know what's going on. Because
Okay. So by the time
yeah.
everybody else gets super high, you'll kind of be on pace.
but yeah, exactly. Or like by the end, I'll still like, be around the same point.
It's
not,
like a
way
handicap in a
far
race. You
gone.
just start like halfway down the line, and you only have to run half the distance, and it's a race
Well,
still.
like last time was so embarrassing. I was like fell asleep, or not like fell asleep, but was out of this like, I don't
You
know.
were
how
out of this
happened.
world. You
I
were
was
in
like-
a whole different dimension.
Well, if you have your
I really-
suppository in right now.
Did you guys see that video? Did you guys see that video? I didn't even know Juhlopy sent me that video. Like showing me like what I was doing. Somebody
I was trying not to laugh.
Yeah, I watched it live. You were transcending reality. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Fantastic.
But the question was about products, and I was just gonna say I love watermelon. These Why you guys know I'm obsessed with watermelon, right? And like watermelon's like all my I'm like
It's your spirit animal.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's my sign, and they have these plus products gummies, 5 milligram THC, and they're uplift. They say like uplifting on them, and I get the watermelon flavor, and you just pop one in, and like it's so nice. It gives you just like this amazing energy, and you're like so happy. And people are doing like yoga on it. I read about that, and so I can't wait to have it, and then go to like a yoga class because you know how it feels so good to like stretch when you're high, and I guess like they're saying they like really like reach a new level with their yoga practice. So that's my favorite. I walk around with those in my purse. So come find me at TwitchCon to get one, okay?
Done.
Yeah.
And when are we going to see the yoga Hey Guys streaming? That's what we need to see.
Yoga. I know. Yeah.
Yoga Hey Guys streaming while high. I think that's what you just promoted.
That's amazing content idea. Thank you so much. You just helped me plan a new stream.
I can't wait to see.
Me too.
Okay, well, you guys all have to come then. Let's plan it because I need like my 420 streamer friends to see it. Okay.
Do I get to pick out your outfit? Because I'm coming. I'm there.
Yeah, I can't get banned for it, I think, if I'm doing yoga. We'll see.
I'll take my top off and you won't get banned. Trust me.
Okay. Okay.
To your top, you got banned. I get topless every day. I'm still around.
I know.
But I think did anybody want to chime in on that favorite product?
The product?
We were still going on that. I think we just rolled over the other one. Does anybody have anything unique that they like?
I like that 1,000 milligram Cordova bar, but they don't sell it anymore. If I could find those, I would stockpile them.
I saw you type that out. Do you eat the whole thing?
Yeah. I'll just like just zone out for about 6 hours. Just
That's what's up. You get sleepy when you take that much, or are you just like ready to go?
No, you just get on that. You just fucking high as shit for as long as you possibly can.
Nice. I find like the more I take or the higher I get to like my max of it, just like I get sleepy. I don't know. And it's just like fighting the sleep for me on edibles. But I think everybody reacts different. So it's like not everybody's going to feel like that. But does anybody else like any weird stuff that they get? Or
I
any...
like a lot. I like these like chocolate chip cookies that I get all the time. They're like, so the minimum by the state of Oregon is 50 milligrams. So I get this like really, really dank, like 50 milligram and 50 milligram CBD as well. So it's like a 1-to-1 and it's really, really good. And it gets you really, really baked. And I like it a lot. It's like a half and half. Feels really good.
Nice.
And it's a chocolate chip cookie. So it's, I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, I like the 1-to-1 CBD THC sometimes if you're just like not trying to get super blasted.
Exactly.
I don't know. But some people are like, I just only want to get super blasted all the time. So it's like, I don't know. There's two sides.
I'm not trying to have a trip.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get lit. That's it. Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Anybody ever had like a trippy like experience with that? Some people talk about it and I'm like, I don't know if I believe you, but some people seem to exaggerate. Does anybody have a trippy like experience with edibles? Like when I had like my lowest tolerance ever, and I took a lot of edibles, it was before I lived in a legal state, so I don't know like a dosage or anything. But for me, I remember just like I had to think about walking, like, and that was kind of trippy. Where I just like, okay, raise your knee and step forward, and don't point your toe down, and you'll step. I had to think about it. It was weird, and like it wasn't necessarily trippy, but it was just like out of the ordinary or unusual high. Where I don't feel like that anymore. I don't think I can get there. Has anybody ever had like a weird experience?
I think that's the only time I've ever been couched is with an edible where I couldn't move. Just like that stereotypical scene you see in every movie. That was an edible.
Okay.
Yeah. Where you couldn't like get up.
No, I couldn't even think about moving anything. It was just like every like you think muscle movement got too hard. It was just like, no, breathing is about all I'm doing.
Yeah.
You guys
Were
ever
you-
get high,
Yeah.
you get paranoid and you counting your breaths? That was unedible once. Okay, I did freak out once. I started counting my breath because I was so
Yeah.
high. I was like, okay, I'm still breathing. It was fucking a bad trip. It was a bad trip.
I practiced my gangster walk for about 45 minutes in case I randomly got an audition to play a gangster that week. I was like, I got to be prepared for this. And for 45 minutes around my coffee table, just practice. And I don't know how to do it now. I don't remember the walk, but I practiced it. Do what?
You're an actor. They don't. I don't
Yeah.
think they know that.
Oh yeah,
As is
Juhlopy.
Everybody here.
You got any
You
gigs
know,
coming up?
Nothing
looking
right
for
now.
anything?
Summertime. Summertime's kind of dead. Hiatus.
Really? Is that
Yeah.
like for that industry? Okay, summer is slow.
Yeah, it's really slow.
Do we
For
just
some
lose
reason.
somebody?
That's what I
In
was trying to
DTL.
figure out. Sorry, I got.
RTT.
Oh, I was like, I thought I just saw him move. Maybe he DC'd. I don't know. Anyway, he'll message if he comes back.
I think it was DT.
Yeah.
DTL. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
DTL.
Yeah.
I don't know if he said anything or maybe he disconnected. Could have just been his internet went out or something. But let's.
Is anybody hungry? Sorry.
And I
I'm
am
just
hungry.
thinking
I was
about
gonna
food.
just ask Oozebrood a food question if we want to
Oh,
talk
okay.
about food. I always like to talk about food at a certain point because I feel like
Yes.
it's gonna go. Oozebrood,
Let's go.
tell me about some delicious stuff you made recently.
Ooh, are you a cook or?
Yeah, so basically what I do stream from like Tuesday till Friday, sometimes Saturday, is me working in a deli. We make artisanal sandwiches, salads, and charcuterie plates, which are meat and cheese plates. And so like lately we've been running different specials. Like this past week we had a steak quesadilla, but we've had lobster rolls, crab cakes, just a lot of different stuff like kielbasa, sausages, and just a lot of really good stuff that you want to eat at a deli while you're getting some good wine and drink specials while you're doing that. So it's an entire experience, but yeah, that's basically what my stream has become, making some sandwiches in a deli.
So, do you have any weird stories about streaming in the kitchen? I know you were mentioning something. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but someone with TTS the other day. Do you want to talk about that?
Oh yeah, so TTS the other day, like I give my boss shit all, because I mean he let me stream in the kitchen and the owner's completely fine with it. If you guys have ever worked in a kitchen or any type of food service gig or anything like that, you got kind of shit talk one another in order to blow off steam in some type of way or another. So it's just a little bit of banter, and then my boss just caught a nerve because TTS was also talking, and kind of started with being like, "Well, I'll just shut off the stream and shit like that," and so it just kind of escalated a little bit due to TTS, and
The TTS should talk to him.
yeah, TTS was
Yeah.
like, "You're single-handedly destroying this establishment." And so
What?
he was like, "Ooh," it just struck a little bit of a nerve.
And that's when you have a lot of options for shit talkers too. They're gonna come up with more than just you could come up with. So it's like, fuck, bro, somebody's gonna hit hard. That's one of those things about IRL streaming. I almost don't want to talk about certain things because then the chat will start talking about it, and it's like if you have text to speech going, then they. When I have it in my car, you can hear it outside of my car, and I can't remember recently, but I had an interaction where somebody heard text to speech outside of my car, but I was talking. No, actually, never mind. It was me. I was laughing about it so loud. I listened to the clip of it, and this dude had two casts. He had casts on both. I need to look for it. He had casts on both of his wrists, and he walked by the car, and I was like, "How do you jerk off?" I couldn't. I don't know. It was just like a spur of the moment. I screamed out, "How do you jerk off?" And like he heard me, but it wasn't text to speech. But then text to speech was going on about it, and I was like, "Oh shit! Now it's gonna get weird." If he's listening, I don't know. It's one of those things. Does anybody else have? Oh, I guess nobody else uses text to speech, but But that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's one of the joys. If there's other people around, it's like open game for can we cause trouble?
Right. TTS is something I would never recommend to my worst enemy because it's gonna irk the people around you. As a streamer, you can take what chat's gonna throw at you. As somebody else who's like just dealing with the stream, being a third party, that's a whole different ball game as far as the reactions. So it definitely is a whole different dynamic.
I don't. I want to know, like, I think people in chat are asking self-destruct. How are you smoking? What is going on here?
Oh yeah, this is like a smoke buddy. It's like a charcoal filter. I have a neighbor who thinks like the smells are, so I just try to be like considerate
Oh,
because it's like an old building, so smells travel.
yeah.
And what he's got is it's called a sploof, and like people hand make those out of like a toilet paper roll, and they'll put like dryer sheets in it or something, or paper
It's
towels or
to
something.
suck up the smell. So,
But yeah, it basically grabs all the smoke or as much of it. The Smoke Buddy, what he has is a very good one. I know they make different kinds. I think they have an even newer version of that one out that's even smaller. But it just like absorbs the smoke hit basically.
oh my god, I need.
That's
my
actually
walls are
pretty
so
dope.
bad.
I can
They
use
have
that.
weird
Yeah.
promotion though for their product. I see videos of people like taking big rips on airplanes and then blowing it into the Smoke Buddy.
No
and then there's
way.
I've seen somewhere it looks like the person's not taking a hit, but I've seen one where it's like, yeah, that person took a fatty rip because they did like a nice French hit or a re-hit on it or something. You're like, okay, there's definitely something there.
Oh.
But it's like,
So I guess if you're really in a jam,
it's they're
16-hour flight.
yeah, I was they're it works. It's a good one if anybody is looking for it.
That's what self-destruct. That's what you have, like that one, or
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, what brand is that?
Fancy.
I
I'm
think
writing
it's
that
called
down.
Smoke Buddy. It's like
Smoke
$12 on Amazon.
Oh, that's cheap.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like a piece of plastic, and then there's like charcoal like down inside of like the filter thing.
I don't want to make you smoke more if you don't want, but would you mind doing another demonstration? Is it too much?
No,
I
I'm
don't
actually,
need
I'm actually
14
gonna chill for now. But basically, like when you go to exhale,
Okay.
you just like put all the
Yeah.
pressure and exhale through this, and like you can see a little bit come out the other side, but like it absorbs most of it.
That's
Cool.
crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good neighbor.
I-
Good neighbor.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's not much to ask.
So what would you guys eat right now?
Everything.
Chipotle. You
I
love
do
Chipotle?
have an addiction to Chipotle. It's not good. No, I'm doing good. I'm still
Yeah.
losing a little bit of weight. Trying to get there. Following a lot of
really?
Htooms advice. It's helping me a
Aw.
lot. Less sugar, more water.
Jalopy. Get over here. I'm gonna beat you up. Get over
Drink
here.
so much of this.
That
So
water
it's
is-
helping. It's helping. The SpaghettiOs aren't helping at all, but this is all I've had today. So
Damn it, I want SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs?
I have SpaghettiOs in my pantry. Oh,
What are we gonna eat,
I
guys?
love me some
if
carne
you get food
asada, too.
teleported to you, what are you gonna eat?
Yeah.
I think that's what HeyGuys is asking. If it's
Yeah,
teleported
like if
to
you
you.
could eat anything, like what would you eat right now?
well, my favorite food is fried chicken, so I would go with
Oh.
either Popeyes or KFC fried chicken. I swear, Cewpins, I want to go.
I love fried chicken.
What strain of weed do you want it to smell like, though?
Hey guys,
Huh?
we'll have it smell like hey guys.
Oh, you want it to smell like me?
Yeah, when I smoke weed, it smells like you. I don't know.
There you go.
Wow, I think like that's the best compliment I've heard all day. Wow, thank you so much. I'm
Flexing
gonna
and
like
flirting.
start bottling I'm just gonna start putting my ear
Oh,
in a
no.
bottle and selling.
next
it
is
as
the
my-
bath water. Next is you guys heard about the gamer girl bath water.
Right. I was
Yeah.
trying to make a joke about that. Yeah. but-
Who's gonna buy
We need to get your hair. We need everything. You can
I'll have
sell it
hair
all.
on the bottle. Yeah, it'll
Yeah,
look
there
like
you go.
me, and it'll just be my ear. But thank
need-
you. That's a really nice
We need
compliment.
we need that yoga sweat. That's what I need.
Yeah,
That yoga
that's right,
sweat.
yeah.
Let's go. Let's go all in.
I'm just gonna add a little watermelon just for extra measure.
Selling yoga sweat. Damn it.
That's
I'm
This is probably a
selling gamer
market for that.
sweat.
Gamer sweat. How much do you charge? Because I'm looking for some.
I pay you.
Oh. I mean,
For
it's
what?
payment enough. Oh.
Oh.
So wait, we're still talking about food. We're talking
We've
about
lost
Game of
Shally.
Thrones.
She's gone. She gone.
Yeah,
We're
Sully,
talking
tell us
about
your favorite food. What would you eat right now?
Other than yoga
Favorite
sweat.
Munchies food.
I would go for some pastelillos, if you know what that is. It's like
No.
it's a Spanish
No,
food.
but I want
Oh,
to.
pate.
Some pastelillos. So that's like literally Puerto Rican food, but it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it has beautiful like chicken inside or beef or whatever, but it's like marinated really,
Oh,
really deliciously and fried, and it's really, really.
I know.
deep
I think.
fried.
Yeah. Are they kind of like the empanadas, but not really like the Puerto
Yeah,
Rico?
they look like empanadas.
I
but
love
they're not.
those.
Yeah, they're really good.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I would kill someone for that. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa!
I'm just kidding.
Damn.
Yeah.
Murder.
Puerto Rican food. Mm.
Yeah.
Are you Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Oh, because like one time I went there and then we were all at the beach and then there was this little stand they were closing and they were selling those and we got a bunch of them. Like I think like my friend gave a tip and they were closing anyway. So they just ended up giving us so much food and we've been drinking all day and we had smoking. It was the best meal. It's like literally one of my best memories of food ever.
They typically give those away as much as they can because
Yeah.
I don't care what I
It was
eat.
so
As long as
nice, yeah.
Oozebrood makes it, I'll be
Yeah.
happy.
Oh, me
Right?
too. I need to, yeah.
Saying I make a killer sandwich.
I need to check out your
Oh,
cooking.
you don't do it. Don't do
Really?
it. It's no.
Don't
do
go
it. It's
into my
addicting,
stream
though.
on an empty stomach because
Yeah.
if you do, you're gonna be leaving hungry, raiding the kitchen, or ordering something.
You are.
There's a lot of people who
Really?
don't watch my stream anymore because they're
Oh,
like,
no.
I can't watch it because I get too hungry.
Content's
watching
too good.
stream the munchies is the worst thing because I'm just gonna eat everything.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason I got the job at the deli is to save up for a hitchhiking trip that I'm doing in February from Florida all the way to Washington State, live on Twitch. Working on getting a bit of a setup, so there's not going to be one person hitchhiking on Twitch, but maybe two. So
Wow, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
it's going to be fun.
And if you're in Florida around that time, I'll say what's up. You
Yeah.
said January or
Exciting.
February?
Are you
Mr.?
moving to Florida?
Yes, I am moving
For-
at the end of October, so like end of next month.
Oh, nice.
I basically after TwitchCon, I'm just like starting to get ready.
What part of
Nice.
Florida?
Sarasota, Florida. It's like an hour south of Tampa, near the beach.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll have some beach streams, I guess, in the future.
That's
Could
on
see
the
me in a
Gulf side?
bikini. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice over there.
Oh, it is nice over there. Has anybody ever been to Florida?
It's one of my favorite states.
yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah.
I have. I enjoyed it.
It's the thing about Florida is it's like people have all these perceptions of it, but it's really like its own country with like 50 different states in it, and like you can experience different types of culture like everywhere you go, like super rednecks to super rich people, to like just every class of person you could think of like lives somewhere in Florida, and it's weird. And that nobody's afraid of hurricanes, so I don't know. But it's interesting, and they have Disney World, so.
I love Disney so much, and I'm such a weirdo that I actually got engaged to my wife in the Haunted Mansion.
Tell us about that.
Dope.
I don't know. We're both spooky, weird. Our inner soul is like a goth kid, I guess. And so I just thought it was like, all right, this will be appropriately spooky and stupid to do this. And yeah, there's a part where you are going along the track and there's mirrors, and on the mirrors they project ghosts into your cart. And I just like had the ring box open when the mirror part happened, so I would be in the mirror holding the ring.
Oh, that's awesome.
Aw.
Damn.
Wow.
I'm trying to do some Addams Family type shit, trying to live that Marilyn Manson shit.
That's dope. That's the
Congratulations.
coolest haunted mansion story I've ever heard of. Right?
Fuck yeah, bro.
That ride's awesome.
That's a go. I've been on it a bunch of times. It's a good one. Damn, that's cool. So, who else has been to Disney World? We got some. I want to go to Disney World. That's my like. I haven't been to Florida in years. I haven't been to Disney World in years. I used to go, I guess, a lot as a kid, and I just haven't been in so long. And I want to go look at some mouse costumes and shit. Like, what's up?
Thank you. I've been a few times.
Disney World, Disneyland. Are you on the West Coast?
Both.
You've been to both. I have not been to both.
Yeah, I've been to
I've been
both.
to both.
I've been to both of them.
Yeah, so I can compare.
You can compare. All right, compare. What's the comparison?
Disney World's is huge.
Yeah, Disney World is fucking enormous.
Gigantic.
And then like Disneyland is quite small, but there's still a lot to do.
Mhm.
I don't know. I had a lot of fun at Disneyland, and it could also be I was on like 250 milligrams of edibles there, so it felt
Nice.
lit. Yeah, I was like, oh well, well, I accidentally took a whole package thinking it was only 25 milligrams, and yeah, it was the whole thing, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was different than Disney World than the times that I was there.
I got food poisoning when I went to Disneyland. It wasn't from Disneyland food. It was from the Starbucks we went to. My roommate and I both got it, and it hit us within like 5 minutes of each other.
Oh.
We both ran to the bathroom. We were just, it was bad. It was really bad. People thought, some guy started like cussing us out because he thought we were drunk and just throwing up in the bathroom as drunk. But it's like, it was legitimate, like food poisoning.
Oh my gosh.
That ended up not being the happiest place on earth because I ended up throwing up on a little kid. I was trying to walk out like to the parking lot as fast as I could. I didn't have a bag or anything, and my buddy was on this side, and I went to throw up. It just came up. We were both trying to get out. It's just like a nightmare. And I was like, oh, I felt it, and I just turned and right on a kid. Right on this little boy. I mean, I ruined the happiest place on earth for that kid.
I don't want to hear this story. Come on.
It was heartbreaking.
God. How long ago was this?
And he looked up at me. This was like 4 years ago. He looked up at me. This poor kid. Oh, I legitimately feel bad to this day about it.
Oh God. Do you think he's gonna like look for you when he's older?
For sure.
Yes.
100%.
You think he's gonna like remember your face, bro? Because like you're live on the internet right now. I
know. I hope not.
We need to find this kid and interview him ASAP.
It was. Oh, I feel so bad.
All right, just in case he's watching, Juhlopy, what if you have a message to him, just in case he's watching or watches the video of this later on the YouTube channel where I upload the Sesh streams. If you haven't checked those out, there's the channel. What would you tell him in case he were to watch it on that YouTube channel later where other people might watch it?
I apologize from the bottom of my soul for throwing up on you at Disneyland when you were a small child.
What was his parents saying? Like, what was everybody?
No, they were
you
fine. It was. I do what?
I would have ran away. I don't know how to. How do you do that, right? I just puked on a kid. I gotta get out of here. What the fuck?
Man, I feel like I created a troll. We have these trolls out there now. I feel like that was the creation of one right there.
Honestly, he deserves a.
Oh,
he gets a troll. He gets a pass on it. Dude, I was puked on by somebody.
This kid's walking in, by the way, as I'm walking out. He's going. He's not. He hasn't been there. He hasn't.
So he has to piss too. He's got to use the bathroom covered in puke now. That's fucked.
Yeah, it's just awful. There's nothing good about it, and I need to go back and redeem that visit.
You can't redeem that. You can't unpuke on a kid. What's the redemption?
You guys, don't be so hard on him.
If I go there,
I doubt that. It's not that bad.
No, they should be. They should throw rocks at me, honestly, because
no, it was an accident.
That's a bad.
I only think that kid should just get a pass to puke on you in the future. Like,
I mean, that's fair.
Like that's a surprise. Like you don't get to know. He just gets to come in from the ceiling and puke on you, and you're just like, fuck, bro.
I support that.
To be fair, I tried to go in my hands, and it.
Oh no, dude.
sprayed over on him, but it wasn't. It was a. I don't know if you've ever had food poisoning, but that sickness. That's not
you're done.
fun.
Damn,
That's
bro.
not a fun time.
You know what sucks? That kid's gonna tell that story. Nobody's gonna believe him. You know?
Like,
Oh.
I'm hoping he was young enough to where he'll be able to block that out of his memory when he gets older, but I don't think so.
I encourage all parties involved to seek therapy.
Has anybody else thrown
Seriously.
up on anybody? I've never thrown up on anybody except for myself.
No.
I don't even think I've thrown up anybody when I'm like drunk. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No.
I
I
don't
think I'd block that out mentally if it happened too. I don't know.
I'm
That
the
was
only
weird.
one that's thrown up on somebody.
Do we have a question in
Feels
chat
bad,
here?
man.
Let's grab this question from Uncle Ben Rip. What's everyone's go-to movie when you're stoned? If you're like trying to watch a stoner movie, like I don't know,
Super
the
bad.
generic answer for me is Pineapple Express if I don't want to think about it. But if I do want to think about it, it's like, Dude, Where's My Car? That's a solid one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it was early. It was made earlier, so there's not like a lot of smoking. I think there is some smoking scenes in there, but it's not like a ton of it like other movies you would see. But it definitely like blazed the whole time. It's one of my favorite high movies or stone movies. What about you guys? What about Htooms? What's your favorite stone movie?
Stone movie. I mean, Hot Rod. That Adam. Have you ever seen Hot Rod where they flip down that hill? with Adam
Yes.
Sandler?
Oh yeah.
And that scene where he drowns himself with his friends. He's like, I can't handle that shit. But I used to go to music when I'm stoned. I just love to vibe out to some tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like music better, but sometimes movies are funny. I guess maybe it's like, what movie did you watch high that was awesome?
Yeah, I think it was Hot Rod for me.
Yeah.
Or, you know what? I went and saw Pirates of the Caribbean. My stone, like more stone than I've ever been out in public. And you know that scene in that movie where the monkey like drops the thing and it's kind of scary at the end. I don't know if you guys remember Pirates. I was in the movie theater. It was packed. I was thrown out of my mind and I scared the shit out of me. I jumped and the whole fucking movie theater was laughing at me. So, Pirates of the Caribbean and Hot Rod. That's where we're going.
There you go. How about you, Juhlopy?
Mine would have to be Super Bad, I think.
Oh yeah, I heard you say that.
Yeah, I watched it because I was in college, and it was, I don't know, man. It's just watching that movie while you're high is one of the best experiences because you pay attention to every little detail that you would miss otherwise. And
That's a good one.
yeah, it's just there's so many funny moments. I think that just were way underrated in that movie. So
Yeah.
every time I watch it, I find something new to laugh at, though, and that to me is what makes a good movie.
Nice. I think for me, it's not like my favorite high movie, but when I was first getting into like smoking weed regularly and like trying to get really high and just hang out, I remember I had the movie Ted downloaded, the movie where he's a bear, and I've probably seen this movie, I shit you not, like 5 times in my life, and I couldn't describe one scene of the movie to you at all in any detail. I couldn't tell you anything about it. I can't tell you who's in the movie. I'm not actually sure, but I know that I've seen it like several times because I would just get so high. And this one I would get like, I could take a few hits and just be on the fucking moon, and I would get higher than I could possibly get now. And I would just watch this movie like, I think maybe every night or every few days. There was a few times I watched it with my girlfriend's brother, and he got super high too. We were both like on the same level. And I remember multiple times halfway through the movie, we would both just have this realization like, dude, we watched this the other day. And like we just would recall that we had already seen it, but we would only remember halfway through watching it. And this happened like 4 or 5 times in like the span of a month where I just kept trying to watch Ted uniquely for the first time ever. And it was just like, I was too high for it. I don't know. It was a good time. So smoke so much you forget the movie, and then you can watch it again, and it's a brand new movie every time. I don't know. I don't get that high anymore. I can't. It doesn't happen for me. But who else? Who's got a good high movie or something they like while high?
Cheech and
Oozebrood.
Chong Up in Smoke.
Okay.
Cheech and Chong. You ever watch those movies?
Oh,
Those
I've seen
shits are
them.
classics, man.
Hmm.
I like watching Step Brothers High.
Which one? Step Brothers? Oh.
Yeah. I can watch Step Brothers a million times and laugh.
I was just randomly thinking about the movie How High yesterday. That movie's really funny.
Yeah.
Nobody? No.
I gotta. What streams do you
How
watch?
I've
high?
seen it. It's been a long time since I've seen it, but I've
How
seen it.
High? The movie How High, right? The one
That's
with
a good
like
one.
Redman.
Yeah, that's a good one. I haven't seen it. in a
Daisy. Okay.
I like the Friday series.
Yeah.
You guys ever saw the Friday series? That
Yeah,
was
Friday.
funny.
Those are good ones.
Half Baked is a good stoner movie.
Oh yeah.
Half Baked is really good.
So, M60 in the chat, what streams do you watch
Oh.
high? Does anybody
I'm 60.
Does anybody go for streams when they're high? Because I know, what do we talk about? Somebody said they prefer music when they're high. Does anybody prefer something specific? Like, what do you like to do? I mean, I just get high and I stream, but does anybody
That's
do?
a good.
I don't
Yeah,
think
you don't
I
watch
used-
anybody high because you're just streaming.
Yeah, I'm usually
Or
smoking
usually-
high and streaming high, so I
Yeah.
usually don't go to stream when I'm high. You know.
I don't know. A lot of people will tell me they like to watch me high, and I'm like, why? I don't smoke on. Just kidding.
Here's a good one. Sushi Dragon. Has anybody ever got baked and watched Sushi Dragon?
No.
That guy's
Fuck yeah.
I have his name written down right here on a.
Oh my god.
Look, I swear, Sushi Dragon.
Check it out.
I have his name written down. I don't know.
Go
who-
follow him.
My buddy Jake told me about him.
Is this the new wave?
He's a genius.
No, yeah, he's like on some like next level art stuff on Twitch.
It's like a really
He
great
does-
performance stream.
It's almost
He's really
impossible
funny,
to explain.
too.
Okay, I know I've heard about him. I haven't watched, but is he also like high, or he doesn't say, or you don't know, or no?
He's sober as hell.
Sober, but it's
Oh,
one of the
really?
craziest streams. Hey guys, you guys all got to.
Yeah, I heard his like
Yeah.
special effects are crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dance party in his chat.
And
Wow.
he just seems
okay.
like the nicest guy in the world too. Like you just support him. Like every other streamer is like, yeah, go hang out with Sushi Dragon, no problem.
Ugh,
He
Wow,
smiles
okay.
and he puts on a show. Like anybody not like supporting him or have a problem like with somebody like supporting him is weird because that dude is working. Like Jesus Christ, he's working.
Yeah, that guy is killing it. And definitely a very cool streamer to check out.
Yeah,
Sushi
like,
Dragon.
That guy goes like he's going 120 miles an hour like his entire stream.
Well, I threw him a follow, so I'll definitely check him out.
Very similar to stream
Nice.
to GroovyShally. All energy, all the time.
Oh,
Same
Groovy
thing.
Shally is
Yeah,
like
follow
that.
her. Yeah, oh yeah, she's the same thing. Look at all those lights behind her. She's like Sushi Dragon 2.0.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
You do like special effects and stuff?
But she's doing them right now.
Wow.
I used to do special effects before,
Uh-huh.
but not anymore. Yeah.
Mm.
I used to have them, but no, I just have like a good high energy stream for sure.
Nice.
I like to keep a high energy as much as I can because it's fun.
Yeah.
My
No, I
my
know.
high energy is pretty low most of the time.
Yeah, I have to be careful not
Yeah.
to smoke too much on stream, or I just like I'll sit there and just play Minecraft. Like,
Not dark.
Straight zooted. Yeah, I try to get myself out of that.
I just have a pretty good medium energy. Like, well, I don't know. I'm just like chilling. I'm not super high energy, but I'd like to be. I
I'm a
don't know.
roller coaster, man.
It depends. I guess some days you have more energy than others. Like, some days are up and down. Like a roller coaster.
Yeah, Q. I don't know how you can sit there and keep on a conversation after like 10 dabs deep and you're just like continuing. Just
Right.
like, whoa.
It's like being there. I don't know. There's just different types of consumption. Like, not everybody is gonna get to the same point, or not everybody needs to get to the same point. I would love to be able to take like a hit of a joint or like a hit of a bowl and just be blasted for hours, but it's just not gonna happen. I don't know. I like to consume a lot too. I think some people like to just like the act of it. Like, what do you like to do when you're high? Well, I like to do dabs and take bong rips and smoke joints when I'm high. What do you like to do?
Yeah.
Me and Hey Guys don't have high tolerances at all.
No.
We're like 1 or 2 and we're done.
And that's
Yeah.
that's fine. That's awesome. That's
I'd say I only smoke about maybe 2 bowls a night, honestly.
yeah. And some people look at it negatively, like ha ha ha. Like, I don't imagine, feeling cool because you can drink 17 beers and then talking shit about somebody that only has to drink 2. That person's saving money. Like, think about it like that. Like, I don't know. There's differences and tolerances, and I guess what people want to consume and what people
I
can't
think when it
consume.
comes down to real smokers, nobody cares.
Yeah,
honestly.
I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think nobody really
I don't
gives
Yeah.
a-
I don't keep
like,
track of
we
how
all
much I
want the
smoke.
same vibe. We all want to just chill, smoke,
Yeah.
get along.
Yeah.
Like the
It's
way
a
I look at it.
non-smoker
Anyway.
question, yeah, for sure.
I think as you're getting high, that's the point.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
People like to scrutinize and talk shit and say that their weed looks better than yours and
Just
I hate
all
that.
smoking
energy,
mids.
man.
And it's like, if you're telling me that, that means that you're cooler than me. So I should be watching you. Let's switch roles
Yeah.
here.
Let's
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about like you guys smoke way more than me also. You guys probably, what about the differences of states? Who's or the countries? Who's bringing the heat right now? Or is it everybody's, growing the same weed now?
who's growing the best? You
Yeah,
mean?
like where's it coming from? Is California? Is it
I think
Canada,
that's a hard
Colorado?
to say question because it's like independent between growers. You could have 2 people in the same state that are, one guy sucks shit and one guy's fucking amazing, but that guy who's amazing could live anywhere. And I assume every state, even states where it's not legal, there's just some guy named Pete that's been growing his whole life and he's fucking
That's what I
amazing at
thought.
it. I think you could probably say in general maybe who has better or who's putting out better, but it's hard to say. You would probably just stick to the states that have been producing it and selling it legally longer. But I don't know. People ask me that, look, who has better weed, Cali or Colorado? It's like I don't know. Nobody
Yeah,
knows
like,
who's
that
regularly
question all the
getting,
time. I'm like, I don't know.
who's
That's why I
regularly
asked you
smoking
guys.
all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say, but like, how much of it? There's literally 100 dispensaries in just my city. Like within a 20-mile radius, I can go to 100 places, and they all have different growers. So it's like they're not all putting out the same quality product, and it's very apparent.
Is there any new weed products coming out that we need to know about? Like some type of infused shit that we
There's a lot of like.
What's the next thing? Not
There's a
surprising.
lot of next things, I think. There's a lot of smaller products or additions to products I'm seeing. One thing that I really like is, I don't think they have it in my state yet, but it's called Dab Tabs, I think. And somebody has tried them before on the session, was talking about them. But it's like a little ceramic coin, basically. And they infuse that with a certain amount of concentrate, like a pre-dosed dab, essentially, to where it's not like you're just scooping a random amount and hoping it's enough. You know that this is a 20th of a gram or something, 0.05 of a gram. So it's infused into a ceramic coin or a little piece, and you put that in your nail as your dab. So it's like your dab size is already picked out. You have this thing that's easy to handle instead of trying to scoop a liquid concentrate, which has varying consistencies. So
it looks amazing.
Oh, you're looking at it.
Yeah, because like that's why I don't like the dab because I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah,
I wish it had like a pill or something.
And you can buy it in you can get a gram in 10 different dabs or 20 different dabs. I think they have different sizes. So if somebody likes smaller dabs, you can buy 20 dabs instead of like trying to break out 20 on a piece of shatter, which is like impossible. I don't know. You're going to get different size dab each time.
It looks like they sell their own portable nail also, like their own little
like a vape
delivery
pen
system with a dab pad.
I heard that because it's in the ceramic, it needs to get a little bit hotter, or you need to have a little bit more heat because you're not applying the concentrate directly to the nail, but you're melting it out of the ceramic piece or whatever. But I mean, once you get that dialed down, you're good to go. I think that's interesting. That's something I don't have access to, but I've seen it, and I think it's I think concentrates are the future and how people should be consuming it because it's more effective and you're not getting a lot of the unwanted shit when you're like smoking a joint or something. You're getting just the medicinal parts or just the parts that get you high effectively. I think that's cool. Does anybody have any products that they've seen that they think are cool? Or is there
Whatever
anything
is
you want
on
to see?
Self-Destruct's face.
How many times have the glasses
Pretty
changed?
cool.
This is like number 7?
5, 6.
I've seen a few colors. Is this Squirtle? What am I seeing?
It's Squirtle. Yeah, Squirtle Squad represent.
Squirtle Squad. It's weird because the Squirtle Squad wears sunglasses, but because you're wearing the sunglasses, he's not wearing them, right? Because Squirtle should have
You're
sunglasses
right,
on,
actually.
right?
You have a very good point.
You stole his
This is
sunglasses.
too much.
I'm just noting what I'm seeing. I don't know.
Nah, I'm not a Pokemon
Shally's just
professor.
getting
You'd have to
lower and
consult
lower in her
an
chair.
expert.
We have to
Shally,
consult
you
Cool
okay?
Trainer Sean.
She's just sliding.
Yeah. Cool trainer Sean, where are you?
Am I right? It doesn't. I don't know. I'm not talking shit.
I get what
I'm
you're
just
saying.
like,
No, I
there
get what
should
you're
be-
saying.
They should have gave him sunglasses too, but like that might be weird because then you're like, what eyes am I looking at, right? Some kind of 4-eyed monster under there. I don't know. That would be cool. Oh, Cool Trainer Sean's in
Wow.
the chat.
That was fast.
Whoa,
Damn,
look
you
at
say
that.
his name and he appears. That was magical. I forgot what the question was. Oh yeah, should Squirtle be wearing sunglasses? But he is the sunglasses, so it's like it's hard to answer. He is the sunglasses.
I am the sunglasses.
I am. Do we have any? I know we were taking earlier some questions from chat. Did I miss any? I think there were some that I just didn't get a chance to read. Did I miss any? I wanted to try to take a few tonight if we could. Did anybody see any that I missed? Did anybody have a question to ask?
Let's look.
What's your favorite
Silence.
sandwich? Why is that the
Waiting.
first one I read? So, yeah, I was reading and listening to silence.
A sandwich.
Yeah.
I think we talked about food. Oh man.
But what's
Uh,
everybody's favorite deli sandwich, though? Come on.
Whatever you make, honestly.
Yum.
Seriously,
Oh, come on.
eat it all.
Should we say Subway and remind them it's September?
September. I actually ate Subway today. Anybody else?
That was smooth sailing.
They have the
Yeah. Half off to sub to Cewpins, you guys.
they have
Half.
3 different subs you can get for like $2.99. They're like I think 3 different 6-inch subs you can get for $3, and sometimes I just go there because it's like $3 sandwich. Let's go. But I went there today. I got a cold cut combo for $3. Slapped all the veggies on it, you know, just loaded it up, just put everything on it, and I had some Subway today. But I like paninis. Did they have paninis there? Did they press stuff? Or they just toast?
Man,
I
now
really-
you're speaking my language.
Panini's good.
I was talking about paninis the other day, but that's what I like
really
when I
love
think about sandwiches.
Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's. I don't know if anybody else likes Jimmy John's.
Oh my god, I love Jimmy John's. The number
Really?
9 all day.
I get the number.
Extra sauce
Which
like
one's
mayo.
What is
nine?
the number? What is the number 9? Please enlighten us.
It's
Those who don't
the,
know.
the classic Italian from Jimmy John's, basically.
Oh.
Way.
That's the one that girl threw at me. I was eating at Jimmy's. I'm pretty sure it was that one. It had
Oh, man.
salami.
It had salami. She remembers the sandwich.
Yeah, you got a number 9 thrown at you. That's
Now I can
salami.
say that.
They hit it with a
Yeah.
number 9. Damn.
I got
I've
hit
never
with
thought
a
of
number
that.
9.
You need a number 9 emote now.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on a sandwich emote.
Yeah.
There's a number 9.
Yeah. Flying sandwich emote. Yeah.
Toss in the sandwich.
Yeah. But I love Jimmy John's.
I like Jersey Mike's. Has anybody ever had Jersey
Oh.
I haven't
Yes.
had that. Giant 9 is amazing, Cewpins.
Mike's? They
I
just
want a
have some
sandwich
big
so
old,
bad right now.
some big old sandwiches there. Damn, we're on sandwich talk.
I want sandwich so
I
bad
want,
now.
I want that. I want chocolate.
Cookie? Yeah. All I have are like chips. I'm gonna have to eat that. I'm really hungry.
Sometimes I do these late at night, really high streams where we watch like street food videos, and it just makes you really hungry, and you don't know why you torture yourself. But I don't know, when you're just like really high, watching like people in Korea like cook amazing shit on a grill, it's just like the best. Street food videos go in.
Street food videos go hard. I like it.
I love street food videos.
Man, now all I can think about is food.
I know. Can we get snacks? Can we get our snacks?
Oh man.
I have chips. I don't really have much good stuff here.
T. Gomez knows all the secrets.
I want chocolate chip cookies now.
I just had 2 chocolate chip cookies. Less sugar, more water.
I want Oreos or something.
They were Chips Ahoy.
Damn it.
Watch what I have in my kitchen. Watch my willpower. I'll be right back.
Oh damn.
See, I'm that kid at heart. You know.
Wait, he carries around just temptation. I feel like I couldn't do this.
Yeah, you gotta.
He said, "Watch what I have in my kitchen." That sounds like a threat. Oh God, what is this?
Oh
my God.
Those would be gone by the end of this stream.
I can't look at that every day.
Come on, bro.
It's a clear jar. How is that still full?
Jar.
How many packages of Chips Ahoy is that? Hang on, let's ask the real questions.
Never have that in my house.
He probably can't hear a word we're saying. He doesn't
I
have
know,
headphones on.
Oh, all right.
What the hell?
How many packages of Chips Ahoy is that?
All right, this is 3 packages of Chips Ahoy.
God damn it, bro.
But the center is hollow, and then you could do this with Oreos, and it just looks amazing. So if anybody wants to do this at your house and be cool, the center is hollow.
The less sugar, more water guy buys Chips Ahoy 3 packs at a time and builds a brick house out of them in a jar.
More sugar, less water. Let's go.
It's less sugar, not no sugar.
And she's gone.
I just thought of some cookies I have.
Finally gone.
Oh, damn.
Guys, Shally's gone. Shally is on the floor. All right, hey guys, we'll go see your. Oh, we're gonna see Hey Guys cookies. What are we gonna see?
What are we seeing? Hold on.
We're gonna see. Shally.
Hey guys said, nope, I'm gonna get some food.
So do you build a cookie house every time you buy cookies?
Yes, why wouldn't you? It's so beautiful.
It's beautiful. I'm not.
It's like Minecraft shit.
And then when you eat them, doesn't it look cool when you eat them? It's just like they start going lower, and then you start getting towards the bottom.
Oh my God.
Panicking. Could you get
They would
panicky at the
never
bottom?
make it into the jar.
It's like Lincoln Logs. That's beautiful.
They would leave the package.
That's how I stack
and
food.
into my mouth.
Because
How long does it take you to put your cookies in the jar?
Oh, I wish I was high right now. God damn it.
Oh my God.
How long does
You
it
can't
take you to
just
stack
show a cookie tower.
Yes, you can. Look, stream
Now
everywhere.
you gotta fucking eat cookies, bro. Let's
How long
go.
have you been doing this? How
I
long
don't
have you
have any cookies.
Is this a new thing? Is this a I've been doing this for 20 years thing? What is this?
No, it's like I've been off and on in the household throughout. You know, I have 2 children. I'm a 41-year-old man, so we always do little things like this in the household.
Spice it up.
Yeah, you got an island and a peninsula and all that bullshit. You know? I don't know.
And you do it with the old Oreos you said too?
Oreo's amazing. You know what I also do? Right when you enter my house, usually there's a little bowl of gummy bears. I have so much sugar in my house, and I'm a weight loss streamer.
Wait, there's gummy bears at the front door?
Yeah, I'll show you. I'll be right back.
Wait,
What the
when
fuck?
when has anyone ever
happening right
walked
now?
into a couch and just
Nobody does that.
When has anyone ever walked into a house and they just have fucking gummy bears? Like I've seen candy dishes
I will take a
at like
handful.
one old lady's house like ever in my life, but like he's living the dream.
Htooms house.
So, guys, if you guys were to show up to my house right now, you guys would have could get a pop. You can get a ring pop if you wanted.
You have a trick or treat bowl on the way in?
What's the ring pop made of?
Oh, we have some Mexican candies. These little Mexican candies. You guys ever had these? These little chili things.
It's like spicy chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
we
get
got
that stuff. It's weird.
Some warheads. I don't know. Well, usually there's gummy bears. Here's a gummy bear. I'll eat like one gummy bear.
Crinkle, crinkle. What you got there? Tom? What does that say?
You guys know Tim
Tam.
Tams? You guys know
Yes.
these from
Oh, yeah.
Australia?
Oh no, my God, yes.
Amazing.
I've never
They're
had
my
one.
favorite. They're like my favorite cookie. Yeah.
I love all of you, but I hate all of you right now that
Aw.
have food.
I like never
don't
eat
have-
cookies unless it's the holiday, and now I'm like really craving cookies.
Well, I'm so happy I
How
have
do you
these.
not with that tower?
The cookie tower and the trick or treat dish on the way in, I'm still blown away. There was a ring pop in
guys-
there. That's high quality stuff.
Htooms,
It's like going to
Htooms,
a
do you know that's
spa.
like very. The Kardashians do that. Having a cookie jar like that. Did you know that?
No.
And the Kardashians are like two.
Chloe
people.
has like a cookie jar like that, so all these people got cookie jars with like cookies stacked like perfectly like that. Even a girl like I remember at work like got one per thing. Like, yeah,
We know
you're
who
so
watches
on
your stream
trend.
now, Htooms.
I'll get Kim in there one of these days.
One
She'll
of
see
these.
one of these days. I'll party with her and Kanye and Ibiza.
Compare cookie towers.
Me and Ibiza. Where's that?
Oh.
Me and Shally. Let's go.
Nobody
What he
knows.
doesn't tell you is those are special cookies.
I wish. Can you
Oh.
imagine?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that get you, morbidly obese if you eat too many of them.
They're magic.
I'm sorry I showed all you stoners my cookie tower. That was
Damn, I'm still
No, I
impressed.
love you for it, but
I'm still impressed.
dying now.
I just ordered 4 packs of cookies on Instacart, dude. They're on the way.
You did? Stop it. Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. It's on the way.
Dude,
Are
I'm
you
about
joking around right now? Are you serious?
I'm about to hit up
Yeah.
Postmates.
Is
I would be like major respect to you if you did that. No, you're joking.
I didn't do it.
Because I would want to be like best friends with you. Because like the friends that like when you're so high can feed me, like those are my best friends. Like, because I'm always like too high to figure out what am I gonna eat, but like the friends that can just like bring food to me, oh, amazing. Instacart, all that stuff. Yeah, that's awesome.
Hell yeah. That shit would definitely work
Figuring out what to eat too is so important, you know, like the right kind of high food.
You're right. Just like cookies. So that's a good
Yeah.
food group to just
I'm so happy I had these.
Well, let me
I bought them on
make
a whim
this
yesterday.
Let me make this munchie situation a little worse and say cheers to everybody, and I hope
Cheers.
you're all having a
Cheers.
great night.
Cheers.
I'm gonna make myself a little hungry. real
I'm
quick.
gonna do a dab too. Anybody else
Okay.
going in on a? You don't have to.
I'll
Don't feel
eat a
obligated.
cookie for you guys. Let's go.
Cheers, chat. Cheers, guys.
That's fantastic. I will trade you right now, Htooms.
I know you would. Hey, a VIP status on H2. What you guys get? You listen to that sound, guys. Here's
Listen,
H2.
I don't live too far away from you. I could actually drive to that cookie tower right now,
You
guys.
actually could. We could have a smoke session in my pool.
Right. Oh, fuck.
Look,
Who else is invited? Can I?
Opens Uber real quick.
Let's go. Well, me and
Damn,
Juhlopy.
check out Shally over there with the fucking bong rips. Damn.
Shit.
Well, Juhlopy, you're welcome to come over, and we should do a duo smoke sesh. Me and you just sitting next to each other, like
I'm
playing patty
so
cake.
down. I'm doing
Let's
that
do
with Celine. Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a smoke
Well-
session out on my balcony one of these days. when
Well,
everything's
I'm
down here.
gonna message you. Maybe we can do it next or this week. I know it's last notice.
Yeah, just hit me
Why-
up whenever.
Okay.
Why am I not invited?
Are you in the
Totally
LA
are
area?
invited.
Why don't you come over to my pool? Come over. Let's go.
You have a pool?
Dude, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a great place to stream, Celine. It's a
Huge
beautiful
place.
home.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Simi Valley. It's only 30 minutes from you.
Oh, you mean in the Bay Area?
No, Simi
No, no.
Valley, California. Like right out
Oh.
of San Bernardino Valley.
He's in the Bay
I'm
Area.
sorry.
Right now.
Like 20
Coming
minutes from
down.
you, from Hollywood.
Okay, well, I'm moving to LA, so I'm definitely coming to your pool whenever you'll invite me.
Hell yeah.
because-
Look, oh, Cewpins just hit the big hitter. You guys watch that? We didn't even.
Dang.
That was fucking sick.
That was an angry hit because he doesn't have cookies. You saw that? That was some anger in
Yeah.
that hit.
That was I want cookies hit. Fuck
That
you.
was yeah. He was like, "Fuck your cookies. I'm gonna smoke weed." See,
Yeah, that was it.
and now he's hydrating. Perfect.
He's perfect. Now he's hydrated. My water's almost gone. Bummer.
Classic Cewpins, dude.
Oh, that was a nice one.
Mm.
Oh. Hey,
Well,
I really want cookies though.
We'll collab. Hey guys, me and you, Juhlopy. But
I really want to come. You have a pool, like your own pool?
Yeah, no, I'm stealing it from my neighbors. I don't tell them. No.
I didn't know if it was
awesome.
like community pool. It's like your. That's so cool. Okay, well, you're like my new BFF, just so you know. Okay.
Damn.
Just so you know.
Oh, wow.
Only if Juhlopy, if you come over, you better throw up on me though. I'm gonna get the full experience.
That's always part of the deal.
Perfect.
You better throw up on me, son.
Juhlopy throws up on all of his best friends.
I do.
And
Well, it doesn't help that I'm not a fan of kids at all.
I know.
And everybody knows it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help the situation.
It was intentional. Just say it, bro. Come
Wasn't.
on.
It wasn't at all, man.
You were targeting him. You spotted him on the way, and you're like, fuck that kid in his little fucking face.
Well, I forgot what you said. What you ate?
I don't know.
Nothing. I
made
had
it-
Starbucks. That's the only thing that my roommate and I both had the whole day. That we both had the same thing, and they used the same milk in both of our
Oh,
drinks,
the milk.
oh,
and it had to be the
Ew.
milk.
The milk guy, yeah.
The milk. Fucking milk.
Get him some milk.
you know it'd be good, some milk and some cookies.
Ah, fuck.
That kid could have gone after Starbucks, like sued Starbucks for ruining his Disney World experience.
Right?
I mean, it sounds like
You've got a
something-
case.
Man,
Sounds
I
like
had
a missed
this.
opportunity.
I had this memory locked up and away, and it was gone, and now it's been brought back. So
Who doesn't like their
nightmares
milk
there.
chunky though, right?
Oh God. Y'all, I still want those cookies he's got though. Nothing
Mm.
today that will make me not want those cookies.
Yeah, how are you not eating them? What the hell?
He's had a few, right?
I've had 3 cookies. I won't have any more. I won't have
I
won't have one for a while.
I
won't
think I have
any more.
4.
I can't open a box of Oreos without eating an entire row. At least.
Right? You have to
At
eat
the
a
very
sleeve.
least.
And the thing is, you don't realize.
Yeah, you just the entire
But
sleeve.
you guys,
Yeah.
also the thing with Oreos is like after you open it once, they don't taste good the second time, as right
They
as
don't.
good. So
Right. You gotta eat 'em
I
all.
rationalize eating more by that.
So
You don't
just
get the
gotta
one
eat
with
it
the
before it
sealed
goes
top?
bad.
That's
It's
some.
No, she
think
leaves
they
them out
do.
on the table.
You guys, they don't stay very good after. Am I wrong?
Maybe if you got one of those cookie jars like H.
Yeah, I know. I
You
What do
need
you
an
mean?
airtight cookie jar like Htooms. You guys.
Yeah, because that'll seal it in so it doesn't.
You're so right.
Yeah.
Well, the Oreos have that sealed top to them. Does anybody not get that
It
one?
doesn't work.
No, yeah, we got that one.
That
I
one
got
works.
one.
What?
Mine don't last long enough to go bad. I gotta be honest, they don't.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say they last 3 days, so it's like they don't
Yeah.
go stale. in that
Maybe
amount of
I'm
time.
waiting like maybe longer. I don't know.
He's
You guys
got
are
a
gonna hate
bag full of.
After I've eaten like a whole sleeve or whatever, I don't want them for a while.
You just put your Oreos in an airtight bag and they're gonna taste
I
good
can't
forever.
with this guy right now.
Oh my
I
god,
can't
are those
with him right
Oreos? Are those Oreos?
Wait, Htooms.
Yeah.
What was your slogan again? Less what? More
Less-
water?
Less something, more water. I think it's less water, more sugar. Is that?
Less sugar, more
Less-
water, guys.
Less water, more sugar. Let's go.
All right, guys, a very healthy snack at the end of the night. Just a little cookie jar and a little Oreo hat.
This is becoming a problem for
There's
me.
a
right
1,000 cookies there, bro. I have a
Dude, How are
problem.
you not eating them?
I
now. I
have a
could eat
problem.
them all.
I've never
Yeah.
had that many cookies in my possession. I've never went to the store and bought
I've never
6
seen
packs
that
of
many
cookies.
together.
What the fuck, bro? That's 6
Oh.
packs of cookies.
Yeah,
Hurry
at
up.
least. At least, man.
So does having that many cookies just help you fight the temptation because it's overwhelming?
Well, I don't crave this stuff in it at all. Like sugar and food is fuel. This is just fun. I don't care about this stuff anymore. Ever.
This is
I
fun.
only care about that.
6 bags is a
Oh,
lot of
God.
carrying. I don't know.
I swear, I'm gonna mail you. I'm gonna figure out a way to get you one of these.
Oh,
We need one of these right behind you. Cupid, why don't you have one on your stream?
It would
load
just
them
be
up.
an empty
No
jar every
way.
time, and I would have this
It
giant
would
cookie
never
bill.
get filled up.
a giant cookie bill. A
Paying
giant-
$700 a month in cookies to try to keep my jar filled for a stream. Start a donut goal every month, guys. I gotta keep this jar filled.
Yeah, get the cookie jar
It
up.
takes $9 of cookies every hour because I just fucking plow through
You
them.
should just start a cookie jar donation,
Donation.
man.
Gotta buy 7 fucking things of cookies every time.
That's
I'm
so
sorry for
many
this, guys.
cookies.
It's not that many. My name.
I've honestly never had that many cookies in my possession in my entire life. I never bought more than 2-3 packs of cookies. I don't think I've ever bought 3 packs. That's
I'm missing yeah. I'm missing because I remember your tag is like less sugar, more water. I'm just like, is that like a joke or I don't know what's going on.
That's why we're all
he's
here.
trolling everybody on
What
Twitch.
is going
We were
on?
talking about trolling earlier. He's actually nailing it.
Really?
He's fucking nailing it right now.
He doesn't do a weight loss stream. I'm so
Yes, I do. I lost 185 pounds. Hey guys, I don't eat this stuff. I just have it around to torture people.
Oh,
I'm
really?
tortured.
It won't torture me if I come over.
You
That
don't eat that at all? You wouldn't eat those Oreos?
I would eat maybe. I would, like I said, at 3 tonight. I would probably have like maybe less than 5 a week if I have cookies.
Okay. Okay.
It's just not part of my life. This is for other people.
For your
It's-
people that can't
Yeah.
eat
to
them.
torture other
families.
people.
People come over.
Interesting.
It was
Yeah.
honestly,
gosh.
it was honestly to flex on all of us tonight.
It was.
It
I
was-
know.
That was the ultimate cookie flex. I literally feel flexed on right now. When I'm like, I've
so
never
sorry.
had that many cookies, and I feel weird about it. Like,
I know.
I could go get
Yes.
that many cookies right now.
He has the Kardashian cookie jar. Like,
It's
that's
the
intense.
Htooms cookie
No,
jar. They have the
Kardashians have
Htooms.
the H jar for sure.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. You
185
lost
pounds
185 pounds. Wow.
How many cookies is that?
I don't know, man. It's a lot.
You lost a me.
Yeah, I lost
Yeah.
185.
It's a whole.
That's amazing.
I was big.
And you documented a lot of it on Twitch, or you started at later point?
Twitch, I started. I was already into my weight loss journey. Twitch, I started. I was like 210. I think the last 50 pounds, and then it showed me from 150 pounds to now I'm 185 pounds. So I have a physical disability also. I can't lift weights. My arms don't. If I flex, my left arm doesn't really work like my other arm. Don't really have strength in my hands. So I had to do all this muscle and building, just some push-ups, walking up and down stairs. So I dieted down to 154. And from there, I built this body over the past year.
Wow.
That's amazing, dude.
That cookie
40
body.
41 years old with all the cookies in the world. Let's go.
All of them. That's a
Every
lot.
cookie.
Amazing.
It was so many cookies.
Well, Cupid's, we got it.
We lost Cewpins as soon
We
as we
lost
got
him
the
a long
cookies
time
out.
ago.
Like that's where his brain has been.
I
since.
buy cookies a lot. A lot.
Man,
But I've
you
never
just-
had that many cookies at a time. I'm just like,
But why not? Like
because
why
they'll be
have it?
gone in the same amount of time as if I buy a third of the amount.
But
When I run out of cookies, I'm not like.
you still
Alright.
have the bag of like 50 Oreos.
Every
in the
time I
house.
finish my cookies, I'm like, I could fucking destroy 1,000,000 more, and not having them is why I don't have a $900 a month cookie bill. So
Who's just telling me not to show him anymore? Come on, Who's?
I can't do it, man.
it might be TOS at this point. I think torturing people.
Right, dude. Borderline.
There's a lot of
torture.
uncomfortable people here.
Everybody wanted my. I knew people wanted my cookies, but goddamn, I didn't know.
Fuck. That was the whole thing. He's like, I have no weed. Shows up with all of the snacks, bro.
Shows up, pulls him out in front of 6 high people.
I feel that I have
6 high people.
I showed up
This
with
is
all the
a
weed.
new,
None of the snacks.
Saw movie or something.
This
I
is
don't know,
fucking
this is some
Stop.
kind of torture.
I'm gonna ask you to stop.
This is where we have to cut our
Which
arms
one would
off.
you grab? How many would you grab? Like,
I'm
how many
grabbing
would
him
you
from the
grab?
bottom just to fuck with you, bro.
I'm smashing
I'm
the jar with
destroying
a
your cookie
hammer.
tower.
You're gonna knock the cookies over out of spite.
Oh god, it's gonna be brutal.
He's gonna fuck them all up.
I'm gonna fuck them all up. They're gonna be gone anyway, but god damn it. I'm gonna throw the Oreos in there too. I'm just gonna fucking mix them up and shit. I don't give a fuck.
Oh man.
Oh
Oh,
damn
that
it.
was so fun.
What are snacks?
I'm sorry for family.
No, you're good.
I'm sorry about that.
You are good.
Oh, don't be sorry. If I ate that many cookies, I'd probably throw up on another kid.
Oh. Well,
Well, when we
it's-
hang out, I'll bring cookies for sure. When we hang out, I'll bring the
Please.
cookies.
yeah. It looks like everybody is maybe getting to that point where they might be high. So I think we'll round this
We're
out.
too
We've been
high.
live for like 3 hours. I'm just saying we've been live for like 3 hours. Maybe we'll just round this out here and we'll just shout out everybody's channel and we'll talk about where we can find each person and where we can watch them. And I think last time I asked if anybody had any like special stream coming up or any special thing planned they wanted to specifically promote apart from the regular stream schedule. Feel free to do that. But if we want to go down the line and shout out everybody's channel individually, do you want to start here, Htooms, and tell us what you stream and how often you stream and if you have anything special coming up?
Yeah, man, I'm a cookie expert. I teach people how to eat sugar daily, and that's all bullshit, man. I'm a weight loss streamer. Every morning I wake up with the sunshine, and I'm trying to save people's lives over here. They're not so much their lives, but their futures. I was trapped in an obese body for 15 years, and I didn't think there was a way out. And I'm just trying to use my words to help people. Less sugar every day, more water every day, personal responsibility. That's where we don't lie to ourselves. And then we're gonna forgive ourselves. And let's try to get a good night's sleep. Cewpins, thank you for always inviting me. This has been amazing.
And thank you for flexing on us with all of the fucking cookies,
Yeah.
bro. Thank
With the
you
cookies.
for emasculating me in front of me, or in front of everybody with the cookies. Damn it, in front of me. Damn it. All right.
Sorry, Cewpins.
I might be high too. I'm less of a man now that I saw those cookies. I'm like, fuck, bro. I need to have that many cookies. It looks empowering. Anyway, enough. How about you, Juhlopy? What do you stream? When do you stream it? And do you have anything cool coming up that we might want to check out?
Nothing too cool, I guess. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to be streaming with HeyGuys and Htooms
yeah.
soon, apparently. So
Yeah.
Let's do it soon.
that's pretty
Our own
fucking
students
cool.
know. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, I'm Juhlopy, variety streamer. I do a lot of gaming. Apex is my main game that I'm really addicted to. And I'm also currently playing Life is Strange 2. Good game. I stream every day, just about 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, except for Fridays and Saturdays. Pretty much every day I stream, though. Even those days off, I'm like doing some kind of IRL stream. But yeah, we do everything. It's really chill. Fun vibe, good community. You're all invited.
You're all invited. I like
Thank
it.
you so much for having me again,
And
Cewpins.
thank you
And
for joining.
Self-destruct. I just dropped you a follow. I think you're the only one. You're the new one here.
And let's pop on over to Self-Destruct. How about you? What do you stream? When do you stream it? And do you have anything special coming up we might want to know about?
I'm Self-Destruct. You already know that. I stream like retro stuff, like a lot of like old like N64 games, PlayStation era shit. Starting next week on September 20th, I'm going to be introducing like a narrative element to my stream and kind of experiment with like multimedia storytelling through a bunch of different social media accounts. It's going to be really experimental, but I hope it's really cool. But yeah, I stream old video games. Right now I'm playing an old Pokemon game, Pokemon White, and I'm also playing World of Warcraft Classic.
Nice. Classic is a good one. I probably want to play a little bit more. It's so dang
Cewpin,
fun.
You're breaking up.
Am I?
Up. Yeah.
Am I
you
breaking
are.
up in the stream? It might just be in Discord, so I apologize. I think my sensitivity is set weird in Discord.
Oh, okay.
So sorry about that. Let's pop on over to GroovyShally. How about you? What do you stream? When do you stream it? Do you have anything special coming up we might want to tune in for?
Well, hello again. I'm GroovyShally. But yes, I'm a variety streamer. I'm very 420 friendly with our family over there. We're very welcoming. We are also LGBTQIA plus friendly. We're very oriented in that way, and we talk about it. I came out, and so that's part of my story. But yeah, that's kind of what we do. We just kind of have a really cool open vibe over there, and we smoke tons of weed and play
Hell
video
yeah.
games. So yeah, we get pretty litty over there.
Nice. And thank you for joining. We appreciate you
Everyone's
coming
always
on.
welcome.
Everyone is welcome. That's good. I like to hear that because not everyone's welcome in some streams. If you're under the age of 18, you are not welcome in my stream. Oh. How about the Oozebrood? Let's pop on over to the Oozebrood dude.
Yeah, man.
I was trying to
So
remember.
I stream basically every Tuesday through Friday or Saturday from 3 p.m. Eastern until 8:30 or 9:30 p.m. just depending, sometimes until 10. But you can watch my entire day in the deli making sandwiches, salads, and charcuterie plates. Outside of that, I do a lot of art. I do longboarding and outdoor IRL adventures. And eventually in February, I'm going to be doing a cross-country hitchhiking trip on Twitch. So if that's something you're into, definitely give me a follow. And yeah, it's been cool hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, very cool. Thank you for joining and talking about some food and getting the food chat going because I think that's a big part of this is we like to
We've
talk
lost
about
you
food.
again in this.
Damn it. We like to talk about food. Let's move over to Hey Guys. How about you?
Yeah.
What do you stream? When do you stream it? And do you have anything special coming up?
Yeah. Hey guys. I stream like all IRL, so just my real life activities type of stuff as much as I can. And I have like random crazy things happen to me or have had just from like streaming and my camera and just me think I just have random things happen to me. So sometimes we have funny moments like that, but mostly or I like travel as well, but mostly I'm streaming. I live in California and I'm streaming in the afternoons, like around like 2 or so I turn it on. And then this week I'm going to LA. I'm trying to move to LA and then gonna go apartment hunting with my best gay, Joel / gamer. And then and then from there I'm going to Vegas to meet 3 girlfriends for a birthday. So it's gonna get lit. And I'll stream with some Vegas people too. And then you guys, I wanted to ask all of you, hopefully you're going to TwitchCon, or I think most of you are. There's an emotes like meet and greet on Saturday. It's on the schedule. It's like Saturday at 2:30 p.m. And I have no idea what it's gonna be like. Like I've not gotten any information. So please come because like I'm really nervous that like nobody's gonna show up, and so please come, okay? And say hey guys. And then I can actually meet you guys too.
Oh yeah, TwitchCon is gonna be
Nice.
awesome.
Nice.
Heck
And thank you for
Yes.
joining.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I've shout out excuse me, I've shout out everybody's links in the chat here. And I'm also gonna plug the YouTube channel where we're gonna upload the videos later if anybody wants to see. But I'm gonna set up a raid here. We're gonna raid Stone Ninja, who's been on the sesh a couple times before, and we'll just get a big group goodbye, and we'll all say, you know, just
Bye,
later
guys.
to everybody for hanging out. Yeah, bye guys, later.
Yeah.
And thank you for hanging
Thank you
out.
guys. Thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Great time.
Bye,
Bye
guys.
guys.
Peace
Bye
out.
guys.
Thank you for
Amazing.
hanging out. See you
Thank
guys
you.
next
Wow.
time.
Peace.